from the Child Affairs Division, and we're going to speak a little bit this afternoon about cyberbullying. But before we even do that, right, I have a little video I would like to show you here, right, and then we're going to jump straight into the interview, all right? I'm seeing something counting down there, Kyle. What is that? All right, but we're gonna skip that, all right? Right, so I'm going to play this video, and after this video, we're gonna have a conversation with Miss Padia.
Come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Don't be stuck.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Right, so I say good afternoon to all of Trinidad and Tobago again. We have Miss Leah Padia in studio with us. I know we are live on Facebook, at Street 919 on Facebook, on Instagram as well, Street 919 on Instagram. And to my YouTubers, good afternoon to you. If you're now joining us on YouTube, it is IWER TV on YouTube. This is a very interesting interview because we are going from the time of traditional bullying to now where bullying is done via the internet.
Yeah.
Right? And I would like to say good afternoon to you, Ms. Padia.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good.
Tell us, what is cyberbullying?
Well, cyberbullying in its entirety involves the use of digital technologies to harass, to cause embarrassment, to cause harm, to threaten individuals overall on using the internet.
Okay. So any device that I have, maybe a tablet or my phone, I can take my phone and...
Yes. Any device that grants access to the internet, yeah, can be used as a device for cyberbullying.
And tell me, what's the difference, between cyberbullying and traditional bullying?
Well, the difference in cyberbullying and traditional bullying is normally face-to-face,
right,
where persons would attack you, insult you, embarrass you, do different things, harm against you. With cyberbullying now, it's access to you 24/7 with the use of internet. Yeah. So while it may be one person, a group of persons, maybe even classrooms within schools, now it can take place on a very large scale, national, even internationally, it can take place.
So this means that type of bullying is a more damaging type of bullying,
yes,
because with the traditional bullying, you could only bully that person when you see them.
Yes.
But cyberbullying is like at any point.
It's at any point, and with cyberbullying, you can now do it anonymously. Where we have the access to creating fake profiles online, where we can buy random SIM cards, create different profiles, and we can stalk, harass, and embarrass persons that can lead to a whole line of trauma that a person can endure.
You can tell me some of the effects of cyberbullying on a victim.
Other than feeling shame, feeling abandonment, we have many cases where we can draw from both internationally and regionally where cyberbullying has led to suicide. Yeah. We have a person has developed eating disorders, or a person now in isolation where they are withdrawn. And we have the attacks of anxiety and depression, and that in itself leads to other streams of trauma a person may endure.
All right. For the younger community, how could cyberbullying be done, like in school?
Yes, cyberbullying could be done in school. Again, once you have access to a device that has internet, whether you're in school, whether you're home, whether you're on the street, wherever you may be, you can still bully someone over social media, over internet, any platform you choose to.
But how can that be prevented in the schools?
Well, it can be prevented in the school by educating students about cyberbullying, how it affects a person, the things you can do to safeguard and prevent yourself. We also encourage students, children to report. They may be hesitant to report the bullying because, you know, we have the thing that we have no proof.
Yes.
We don't know if it's really
that person.
Yeah. So we encourage persons to come out, speak, make a report. You know, let us know.
Can somebody be detected?
Well,
if they do like fake profiles and stuff like that.
Persons can be detected. Thankfully, we have the cybercrime unit in Trinidad and Tobago that is very effective in what they do. So while I may be limited in my capabilities, we have trained professionals that can lend assistance and lead to the alleviation of this.
All right. And what's the steps if my child is being cyberbullied? What's the steps that my child could take to, you know, to help? What can they do, you know? I mean, this is something that you don't even know who the person is, or, you know, you don't know where to start, because this person, every time you, let's say you go up on your Facebook page and they see you live, because they can see the green icon that you're live. They can see you live now, so here what? Now is the time I can attack you. Right? What are some of the things they can do to, you know, to...
Well, for children that are victims of cyberbullying, there is a rule that we have: act fast. The acronym is F, family, where you can contact the National Family Services, talk to a trusted family, a person of trust. A, we have the authority, which is the police service. This is a number that many people still don't know, but it's 999. You contact the police service, the victim and witness support unit, let them know what's going on. We have the children authority, which is 996, and we have the child protection unit. There's also the S for student support services. Now the student support service don't get the prop in which they should. The service is there that gives guidance and counseling to school social workers, teachers and principals. We also have telephone, which is the T, which is the trusted call. That's Childline. Childline is a free service in which a person can call and they will get access to someone on the line in which they can speak. They can give information both anonymously and leave their name and information for further intervention.
Now, I'm from on the ground, right? And, you know, most people may say, you know, you call the station and tell somebody that you've been cyberbullied. They might be like, what madness is this? You know, why they calling the station and wasting the police time? You know, this kind of way. The concern of something like that is, I should say, futuristic. It's not, it may be happening a lot, but it's not to the front line for the police that will answer a phone in the station. You know, so if you could say, okay, I'm going to call 999, and the police answers, and they say, well, yes, you have a report, and you was like, yes, I think my daughter or son is being cyberbullied. Is the police service, I know you're not a police, but is the police service heading in that direction as well? You know, to handle calls like this in a very professional manner?
I would say yes.
You would say yes?
I would say yes. There, especially if you call and ask for the victim and witness support unit. There are targeted, trained professionals that deal especially with persons, no matter what the problem or the issue. Once you're a victim, they have the interventions needed to push forward. So you can make the phone call, you can walk into the station as well.
Besides doing that, is there anything else a teacher or a parent can do you know,
well,
when it comes to protecting the child from something like this?
We as trained professionals, as adults should listen without judgment. It's easy for us to put our own perspectives on stuff. But we as adults, we need to listen without judgment. We also need to reassure the child that it is not their fault. Don't blame them. Don't look for a reason to blame them. Well, what you do then to cause this, you know?
Right, understood. Understood.
We need to work together to also find a solution. Don't just hear the issue and the problem. We need to find a solution.
Yes.
And sometimes it's very easy to find a solution with the child. What do you think that we can do now to lessen this?
Right.
If we know that every time this happens, when you do this, what can we do to lessen this? And while we're lessening this, we're seeking the intervention in which we can, what we can do to help the child. Right. There's also call for monitoring. We live in this era since COVID-19, everybody has a tablet or a phone in front of them. Parents need to learn to monitor when their child is online. Yes. Parents and guardians.
Link your device. Link your device, your personal device to your child's device.
I am telling you, link it. Because there are apps that are so secretive. It looks like a calculator. It looks like a little phone book. But these apps are there to monitor. It gives persons access to whoever owns the device.
Right.
You understand? So we have to monitor. There are parental guidance for a lot of these different apps. Use your parental guidance. Don't leave it up to, I trust my child, I won't do that.
Yeah.
But you need to understand there's always somebody on the other side.
Yes,
there's already somebody. And encourage your children, your loved ones, to communicate with you. Make you be the person of trust, that safe space where they can come without judgment and they will communicate with you.
You said a lot there, and I hope a lot of the parents are listening. I would have asked some of the names of these apps, but I know you would not have that offhand, right? And it will be nice in a further interview if you can research and have some of these apps, because a lot of parents don't like to research on their own.
Well, as you say that, allow me to interject here.
Right.
Well, the Gender and Child Affairs Division, as you know, we're in Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we are doing a lot of different initiatives where it's called the ICT, you know, and what we are doing right now on the 16th of April, we have some children targeted from standard 4 to 5, as well as forms 1 to 3, where we'll be having a panel of discussion concerning these different cyberbullying, online grooming, how parents and guardians and professionals need to be more aware. So in these different forums, we plan on bringing this information more forward.
I like where you went, right? I would like you to elaborate a little more, because this is the month of
Child Abuse Prevention.
Child Abuse Prevention. And it's not just about cyberbullying, right?
It's not just about cyberbullying.
Right. So you will are having a convention when?
We are on the 16th of April in the atrium of the Office of the Prime Minister. That's in Sinclair. So, you know, you all could come on and as media personnel and gather information as well.
Yes.
We plan to collaborate with the Cybercrimes Unit of Trinidad and Tobago in the TTPS division. Also Children's Authority. We're speaking about the mental health aspect of the children as well, how they are affected when it comes to the devices and the exposure to online bullying, to grooming, things that parents need to look at. So we plan on having a real nice, engaging panel discussion where persons that will be present can interact.
I am so interested in that symposium, I should say, right? And one of the things that is very important is child grooming for me.
Yes.
You know, I know that's not the topic today,
but
so
it's part of it. It's part of it.
And that is very important for parents, you know, and for the public to get a little more knowledge on things like that, because even with the pictures your children post on their social media, right, we have them looking kind of a little older than their age, you know, and then these sicko guys that they have out there, right, is getting into their messages or inbox or wherever, they're getting onto them, and then they start to make your child a adult mentally.
Yes.
You know? And that is one of the things I would like to speak on, but we're speaking.
Well, we can speak in general.
Yes.
What we have is we have a lot of children we'll see displaying. Now, I don't have the data to support this presently, but I know that there's data out there where we have children, because they're so exposed and saturated with online devices and presence. We have a lot of adults, both male and female, sad to say, that are now interacting with these children, you know, using the same jargon and all of and talking and presenting themselves as younger. And then we have all of a sudden, you see, especially when you have children post up status. It's something I talk to my daughter and nieces about. You'll see on the status, oh, I'm feeling so tired today, I'm just frustrated and depressed. And then we have these locals. That's right.
Yes.
So you have to be very guarded in how you expose yourself. I tell children that I interact with, don't give no one a license to invade your space. Be very careful. Now, it's very sad that we have to teach our children to be guarded about all these things from so young, but the reality is they need to know.
Exactly. And you see, everything moved from being so, I would say, so easy to so difficult in the space of no time. You have a child in the 90s, which is a young adult now. When you grow that child in the 90s, you give them the basic knowledge. And if you're speaking to them about sex, you speak to them about sex one-on-one, you know. And now, where the internet is involved, and a lot of non-physical, how should I put it, physical bonding. Because long time you used to have physical bonding with children. They would play in the yard, they would do this, they would do that. The bonding now for children is personal and the internet.
How much likes I could get?
Yes.
How much comments I get?
And the internet. Always. It made a whole new opening, because now you could have long time you could have tell how much real friends your children.
Oh yeah.
You knew your children friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the friends is friends that you don't know.
You don't know. You have no clue. You don't even know if it's a real person.
You don't even know if it's a real person.
Yes, very true.
They make friends via the internet.
Yeah.
The friends, before they invite them home, or they'll have ice cream and this and that.
See them.
You'll see them. It's physical.
Yes.
Right? The friends now are imaginary.
Yes.
You don't know who is standing behind these friends.
So very
and that
true.
is what makes it difficult for a parent. You know? In terms of cyberbullying, is there any legalities to it? Is there anything that you can do?
Allow me to refer to my notes concerning this, because in the legal aspect, I don't want to speak out of term. There are legal consequences, including charges to adults under the Harassment by Electronic Means, according to the Offences Against the Person Act, Chapter 11.08, Section 30. Or social intervention for children under 18 years old. There's also, it should be noted that children under the age of 7 are not criminally responsible. Yeah, according to the law. And I know some people be like, no, we have some real bright ones. But according to their...
Come on, who would say that from 7 and under you have to real bright? Come on. Not because they can repeat everything that they have on their tablet.
So very true.
No.
So
and then a lot of the children, you would find them speaking proper English. This is one of the things I like. That is one of the few things I think the tablet has done for our children. One of the very few advantages is that they learn fast and they speak properly.
Yes, very proper.
Very proper, because they speak what they hear.
Yes, they mimic speech.
They mimic speech, you know. So from, let's say, remember, a lot of children is stuck in front of this tablet for mommy and daddy to get things done home from the age of, let's say, 3
years, 2 years.
Right, 2 years going up the road. So from 3 to 5 to 7 or whatever, that time there is a learning process for the child, and they gravitating what they hear. So
true. Enter into any preschool, you will hear every child with a foreign accent.
Yes, they are speaking properly. So it's a plus. It's a plus in that way. But then the floodgate to danger is really
it's wider.
It's there. You know, I know you spoke on the mental health of cyberbullying.
Yes.
You know, that impact it would have.
Yes.
Right? But could you elaborate a little more on that? Because we could not be seeing the signs, you know, and asking our children, what happened? What's going on with you? Why are you not learning your work?
Yeah.
Why are you so distant?
Yeah.
Not seeing what is happening and thinking as the old school way.
Yeah.
Well, it have to be something that she eat, or, you know, because our mental is not that far forward, because you remember we grew in a different time.
Yeah.
Right? So we wouldn't even believe that she's or he's being cyberbullied.
Yes.
We don't even have that in our mind.
And this is the importance of communication. Now, communication is not just verbally, right? You're a parent, learn your child, how your child walk, how they communicate, how they sit, how they move when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're sick, right? So when we are communicating with our children, and their words may say, I'm okay, but their body language says something different, you know, to one time to pick up on that. You check on that. The mental health. Children are suicidal. Children now suffer with high records of anxiety, of depression. When children post pictures online and, oh, you look fat. All of a sudden your child want to eat. You're cooking the best meal, they don't want to
the
eat.
things that they used to enjoy.
All of a sudden the child is bubbly and sprightly. Someone posts a little, maybe a video or something that they're reading or they're dancing, and you're looking like a blob or some kind of ridiculous comment.
I understand.
And they absorb
that,
these comments and they embody it, and we see our nice daughters and our nice sons being very withdrawn. All of a sudden we see the boys them want to kill Jim, because now they mean they have to get muscles to look a certain way to be accepted. You know, or they start to smoke, or they start to drink, or they always want to fight, because now some so much. We have the girls them, they cutting. You understand? They're cutting, and they're so creative. You wouldn't even know they're cutting. They are so creative. They hide it. So we have to know the child that we are responsible for, and that doesn't mean in my generation when I grew up, everybody in my street knew me. So if I walk from home to out the road and a neighbor find I wasn't as bubbly, my father would come home in the evening from work. You okay? The neighbor say pass and it morning, it didn't say evening.
That is when a community child,
But now we have a lot of fences and walls, and I know it's for safety, but everybody can't be for themselves.
Then again, it's not for safety. I will never side with that analogy of let me grow my child, and I think that is where we went really wrong.
I agree with you 100%.
You know, we need the community to grow the child even more now.
No more than ever.
No more than ever, because now the economic strain that we have now, we'd be homeless. We would be. Right? Because we have to make ends meet. And the neighbor, while we are out, that's the time the neighbor may be home. And if we work together, when I'm home, I'm looking out for the neighbor, and when the neighbor is home, she's looking out for me, or he's looking out for me. Then the community now, the children in the community would know, if I do foolishness, by the time mommy come home, you know what's going to happen. Let me tell you, the kind of hide and stunts you have to do for the neighbor them not to see you. Because if your mom told you don't leave the yard, and I leave the yard, and you leave the yard, and the neighbor say, I had instances like that, I would lie and say I'm going for ice. Because I leave the yard, and then mommy said don't leave the yard. But now it's everybody walking. Yeah, the neighbor could see you leave the yard, your child leave the yard 100 times. They don't. It doesn't matter to them. That's not their business. And, you know? That's so sad. And that is so sad. The day that we come together again as a family in a community and start to grow the children again, because as I said, the economic strain is not like long time. The economic strain is 10 times worse. So we have to now start back to look out for our neighbors' children.
Yes, we have to.
You know, and if we don't do that, then we are going down a slippery slope.
We are going down a slippery slope, and I tell parents we need to be very guarded with how we speak around our children.
Yes.
Don't let them. I don't care how vexed you is with the neighbor.
But and that's the thing. Long ago, you could not even stand there when your mother is having a conversation.
That is the highest form of disrespect. Yeah.
And if your mother is speaking ill about the neighbor, and you play mad and pass the neighbor straight,
craziness.
You're gonna get one of the hardest time. But you know, so little things like that is where it has to come back. You know, we want to grow our children more than being more friends to our children than being parents. There's a line.
There is a line.
There's a line. We have to be parents, and we have to be friends.
Yeah.
But they have to understand that
they have to understand.
The first rule is parents.
Yeah, parent. Like I told my daughter, I say, sometimes you won't like me, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's quite all
that's quite. With me as well. Yeah. You wouldn't like me all the time.
No.
And I understand that.
I am very comfortable with that.
Yes, but you will understand what my rules, you will understand where I'm coming
That's
from.
Right.
And sometimes when I say no, don't even question
Don't.
You know?
We see children living in now.
Yes.
And because we have been there, done that, and now everyone is exposed to more.
And one final thing before we wrap up, I personally believe that parents have to upgrade.
I believe so as well.
Take the old school method and upgrade yourself because you are going to lose your children fast.
We have too much statistics.
Internet is teaching them 10 times faster than you.
Yeah.
When I was small and I see I see a little brother or sister come home, is the plane bring that baby?
Yes.
That they sold us that for years.
Yeah, for years. Yeah.
Right? Baby does come on plane. Right? You could ask a 3-year-old child now from the time that child started, where baby does come from in mommy belly.
Yeah.
They could tell you. You can't even fool them with baby does come on plane.
You cannot fool them.
So we have to upgrade and understand where we're going with children.
That's true.
I know we have to wrap up.
Yes.
So tell me anything that you want to tell Trinidad and Tobago about cyber crime, anything you want to say about the whole... I cannot see what you're telling me there. All right, yes. Right, yes. So anything you want to... You wanna speak about the symposium that's coming up,
yes.
You know? Anything, you go right ahead.
Let me refer again. Yes. As you all know, as we mentioned, we have the ICT panel discussion on cyberbullying, which is the 16th of April. We also have our community caravan. It's the launch of our community caravan. It's been since December last year. Child Affairs Division, we have been out on the streets throughout Trinidad and Tobago shortly, where we are doing pop-ups, so we are spreading information, awareness on child protection, child rights, letting the community and the nation know that this is something called child rights, child protection, and we just want people to know when you all see us, accept us, respond to us. We are just here to get your feedback. We have a lot of different things coming up within the division as well.
How soon because we have a lot of listeners from Tobago.
Yeah.
Is there any carded date for Tobago to do anything to enlighten the public out there in Tobago?
Yes.
To give them knowledge? Any set date or any set place for Tobago?
Well, for Tobago, we are coming this month in Tobago and in May. And one of the areas that other than the street, we'll be going out on the streets in Tobago. We are planning to also have different sit-down discussions. One of the areas we targeted is Shaw Park. We are just wrapping up and finalizing location, date, time, and all of that. But we have a lot of plans for Tobago mental health cool down, where we targeted children, those that wrote SCA. And
nice.
Letting them in Trinidad and Tobago, letting them know that we know it was stressful, but this is what we have for you. We have also a big I Am a Child concert that we plan to have National Children's Day in November. We have quite a few things planned. Yeah.
I would love for you to come back between now and November. Let's sit and have a conversation about this big concert.
Yeah.
I Am a Child.
Yes, I Am a Child.
Because children need to understand that they are children.
Yes.
You know, I am not forcing myself to be an adult. And, you know, there's a lot we can speak about.
Yeah.
All right, so I would invite you back. The invitation is open. Just get on to Michelle.
Yes, we will.
And between now and November, come back and let's sit and have a discussion.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
I want to say thank you so much. This was so interesting.
Thank you for having us.
And I wish you all the best as you go forward.
Thank you.
All right?
Yes.
Thanks so much again.
Expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Be so happy if you only fought for we again. Doggy look a
So the video at the end there and at the beginning of the interview, it's really a TikTok challenge. All right? It's a TikTok challenge that you can do, let your children do. You can also join in with them, make it a family affair, all right? And upload it to their website, you know? It will be lovely to see you all taking up on that challenge and, of course, doing that part there, all right? So we're going to jump in now. I have something I want to share with you guys before I even start to take phone calls. All right, let me see if I can get it up and running. All right, just give me a second. Guys, today before we even get up there, before we even start the pumping, you know? Okay. All right. Good afternoon to my co-host, Heavy Duty. What's up, brother?
Good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon to the listeners of the Street 919 FM. The future of talk is on.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to share this because I know you sent this.
I sent this here, yeah.
Right?
Actually, sent it here too, but I know my head and gone down already.
Yeah, I want to share this with Trinidad and Tobago because this year is the direction we have to head as as a people, as a team. Let me see why I'm not seeing. All right, I'm seeing it here. Right, as a people, as a team, Heavy, and I love this initiative.
Yeah.
From
the local artists.
I doesn't call them local artists, but they are our local artists. But they are our local international recording artists.
Yeah.
And I want to give them full kudos for this video, right? That this song that they did, and I really hope that DJs on every frequency, on every opportunity they get, I hope they run with this. So taking this Trinidad and Tobago, all right? Before we jump into conversation.
Do something about this thing, you know. Somebody has to bring back the balance, you know, eh? Yo, Sash, okay, what go on, buddy? You can see the way the streets in Trinidad go and get bloody. Just not ringing out here, dog. My daughter trying to study, and on news before news, it's 2 more dead bodies. Things are heading downhill, like you don't intend to stop. Now my son no sure to come back if I send him to the shop. There was another pandemic, how the bodies them not drop. Cause every other get a youth shop. For real? Sometimes I feel like the new music bring badness back in style. Place full of fully dance, man, woman, and child. I wonder if it's cause the people let me hear us from my mind. The whole country I get fine, but we fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. Time to bring the country back. Fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. Time to bring the country back. Hey, you see the news last night, Sash King man? Hold on, I feel like I didn't forget to the call. Hold on! See, one brothers, people are 2 great ones calling me to what do I owe the honors. Sticky boy be trying to reach them, meet them on the corners. Them who giving up the post, calling themselves what kind of numbers. Now fix them in the streets, belly balling out for younger. Till somebody asks them, what team you rocking under? And them youths lost, and they started when they small. All the much vibe that dog, like King David trying to call. Yo David, how far I when me know true, but I you know telling me shots busting up by you. Dan, and up to now me a single side. Yo, fix the video they Anna call with Ziggy and King. Serious? Oh better, it's like a meeting going to order. Oh David, nah man, we just have to link each other. Well I don't feel that this just happened. I think now is the time for us to free the youth them mind. Cause we fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. Time to bring the country back. We fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. One lad, time to bring the country back. Long time was moral picture, not scotch. Now it's only gunshots everywhere. A hot spot. Music was top notch. Now it's only bus clock. So we need to bring the balance for the madness to stop. Don't want them already, but things are get shredder. Now we need to show the youth how to love one another. Too much gang warfare and violent time in this time. The prophet on the line. Bobo. King war really going on in this country. Like all them new song making gun factory. Last night they run in a house and kill 3. I know all you talk call with David, Sash and Ziggy. We know saying it's time cause the youth and them blind. And how many more bodies the police must find. And who stands to benefit the most of a crime. Press down to the 6, 7 and the 9. So we fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. Time to bring the country back. Fed up on the boom, fed up on the bang, fed up on the warring, fed up on the gangs, fed up on the violence. Time it to stop. Come on, time to bring the country back. The country fed up on the violence. Fed up on the violence. Yeah. Cause it never really make no sense. What do they? Some of them little youth man like them skull dead. Fed up on the gangs.
Boy, all I have to say, Heavy, is round of applause, kudos, all greatness, all sound. like this was just the right time. You understand? The guys and them sing with the heart. This, you can't get better than this.
Correct.
And if the soca industry could do something like this, then that will seal the deal. But it started with the right platform. And I want to say to the brothers, congratulations. Great, great, great music. Great music. You understand? Can't get better than that. So, Heavy, are we going to the thing?
Yeah,
right?
that people, do we have what the people have to say?
Yeah, Ventina Wise up and running, so you can call now. This is the opportunity for you to call. Do your venting. We'll take your voice notes as well. You understand? You know the number, so call 342-0081, 342-0081 and 466-5391. I see some voice notes already coming in, so I'll start with the voice notes.
To return that lovely interview there with that lady on the bullion, right? And I want to tell IWER George, do some of that on that last program too. Let the host have some of those interviews where she could edify and educate. She covered us because they need some educating too. Instead of this mobile and kind of behavior they be carrying on there. And TC, before I go, we want to find out how your daughter doing, boy. Is everything going good with her? Update us now. We need to know, right? Have a good day, TC. All the best.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for asking. Yeah, she's okay. She's home. You know, she's recovering fine, and everything is okay with her. Tomorrow will be the funeral for my stepdad. I will be attending that tomorrow for sure. I have to speak there. I had the opportunity of getting to speak at that funeral, and I'm so happy that they gave me the opportunity, you know. Chris, good afternoon to you, my brother. What's up?
Goodness. Good afternoon to you and Heavy and the listeners.
Yeah, man.
It are not like stepdad. TC wants a man take up that responsibility and not accept any youth. Especially with the way how things going on. Your own parents sometimes not even there for you.
Yeah,
it are not stepdad, that is daddy,
yeah,
you know.
Man.
So respect to that and condolences to you and the family same way.
Yeah,
Powerful song, but I asked for to play a song by it was Malanasha, Capleton and Taurus Riley along the same vein, trying to talk to the nation. I know if you could find it. Diamonds and gold or something like that. But once you put in the three artists, you must find it.
All right, I'll try and look for it. Marlon Asha, Capleton, and who? Taurus Riley?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try and find it before the program is over.
Yeah, man, bless it.
Yeah, man, blessings. You know?
And Trinidad and Tobago, good afternoon to TC and Heavy. My brother, that song, I heard that song on another frequency for the day already. And there's a talk show host in this country. Come on with a new thing on talk show radio and trying to put that, well, this morning I put that to rest. I hope it stay to rest today. I think you bring it in talk show, bang, 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 bang. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Let me reject that bang, 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 bang. And to the entertainers who bring this song forward, you're a part of the change of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man.
Let that bang, bang, bang talk show host take a bang, bang damn side with that bang, bang, bang. I'm gone.
Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon. How do you do?
I don't know if you have your radio on and you're standing closer, but you're echoing very bad.
Am I still echoing, sir?
Excuse me?
Am I still echoing?
Not really. You go right ahead.
Right. This evening, Trinidad and Tobago, this so far to come street. And this, I am very, very elated to hear the radio station playing something with influence and substance that should enter into the kids of our young people and shift their mindsets and attitudes. You know, what faith comes by hearing, and what you hear, you can act upon it. And most of the time, the legislations are promoting a lot of violence and gang initiations because of what our youth is hearing in this country, Trinidad.
Thank you so much for your contribution, but I thought we would have been late in playing this. I thought this would have been beaten wholly on the radio.
Yes, this is a big movement of a great song, and I'm actually hosting a unity walk May 18 against the crime and the violence in this land. So I would love these guys to come out and minister this song to the youth in the land and to be a part of the walk. All right?
Thank you so
Enough
much.
Respect.
Enough respect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bless up.
I really honestly thought heavy that we would have been late on this. Because something great like this come out.
18th of May, yes.
Thank you so much. When is the walk? The 18th of May?
18th of May, 10 o'clock Memorial Park. If you need to get onto me, I can give you my number off here.
I have your. Is this your number here?
Yes. You can give me a call at this number.
This walk is for the peace walk putting into the sound?
Yes, the peace walk is everything in this song. That is what we're walking against the stamp out the siege and the scourge of violence in our land. And the theme of the walk is a mother's cry. So I'm calling on all the mothers to come out. Too many mothers are burying their children at this time, and that is an error.
Yeah, that's
young
an
men,
error.
Congratulations, and continue to sing that which is positive and make a difference in our land. God bless all of you.
Thank you so much. I'm taking your number on the phone here, right? Only because you offered it, and we would speak on a later date on this match that the artist and I believe yourself is going to be part of. All right?
Yes.
I think this is a significant and a great change for Trinidad and Tobago, and we myself and Heavy Duty will love to be a part of that.
Oh, I bless the Lord. Thank you so much.
Have
a victorious day.
Thank you so much.
And I want to say Trinidad to be rising. Bless up. Bye-bye.
Bless up. That is something, the 18th of March, Heavy, right? And as she said, it's in collaboration with the sound, right? This sound is, we are now learning information. They really sang the song so they can do a match.
Okay.
Right? And show their discuss against the crime situation and stuff, you know? And it's on the 18th of March. I took her number, so we would call her, you know, maybe sometime next week and get some more information as things go along. What is shocking to me, Heavy, is that we are a media house, right? And this song dropped yesterday, and it was all over the place. Every time you scroll on social media.
Social media is all over.
People, you were about the fourth person to send this song. Right?
I gave sent to me about 4 times.
Right. And to see none of us in this media house seize the opportunity to, I thought this would have been beaten here all day before every program. Right? I even said to myself, I'm going to play this at the beginning of every hour. You know? To show the people and them that we really have to stand as a team. You understand? Because it's a great song. And we are the first.
Yep. And I have another song to play that a guy came and dropped for me yesterday. He sent it from my WhatsApp.
Right.
I posted there's a very good song too. A reggae song. So we're talking about change. So we're going to drop that before we get to the top of the hour. And when we come back, we're going to start our show.
Is it long enough to
Yeah. It's right there. It's like a voice note. Look at it here.
All right. So we're going to... It's just a voice note?
Yeah. Look at the bloom.
All right. Oh, the blue?
Yeah, right there.
But you see, it's 4 minutes and something, and we only have a minute.
Yeah, let's play till it's done.
All right, cool. So we're gonna end off the hour with this and come back around. The phones are going crazy, so we're gonna come back around and take some phone calls as well.
Jamaica, yes, we need a change. Oh yeah, to the leaders and we need a change. Oh yeah, the youths them waiting. A long time the youths them waiting. Politicians too craving. Now the youths them no in and no plaything. No food in a plaything. Man a work hard and it feel like slaving. Now the ones are caving. We must turn to only God can save them. Youths them hungry up your brain and can't get no work. It's like you are real up. Every day you treat the people them like we are heathen. Youths are the future, like you no believe that. Mr. Prime Minister better the way I receive back. Things are get worse, things are get real stuff. Nobody take this as not this song. All of the problem in the country just fix that. I beg you please. The youths them waiting. A long time the youths them waiting. Politicians too craving. Now the youths them no in and no plaything. No food in a plaything. Man a work hard and it feel like
expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every second, third, and fourth Thursday at 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Welcoming you to Reset with Dr. Livette, your weekly guide to holistic health and wellness. As we dive deep into the worlds of holistic health, from ancient herbal remedies to cutting-edge holistic practices, we'll explore it all. Join Dr. Livette with over 11 years of experience as a holistic health practitioner, healer, and master herbalist as he shares invaluable insights to help you reset your mind, body, and spirit. Reset with Dr. Livette every second, third, and fourth Thursday at 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only on the Street 919 FM.
If you want greater respect from your bankers, bosses, those in authority, then words matter. If you want more productive business relationships with co-workers, customers, or clients, then join Dr. Madonna on the Street 919 FM every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter. Communication for joyful workplaces. Dr. Madonna will help you unlock the secret power of words for your financial relationship and physical well-being. Whether you work at home, on the road, or in an organization, join Dr. Madonna every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter. Communication for joyful workplaces.
This is Natural Health Solutions, where we offer a natural solution to healthy living. Our services include a deep dive into the HemoView, into the blood, where we can detect both live and dry blood analysis, or biomicroneedling scanning, or lymphatic full body detoxification, or a range of massage therapies. We now offer facials, which is skin and tag removal, facials and biomicroneedling techniques, skin renewal system, all available at Natural Health Solutions. Join us every Tuesday right here at 8:05 to 8:35 on the Street 91.9 FM. Our numbers are 222-2189. Our number again is 222-2189.
Jazz and Wine, or is it Beyond Jazz and Wine? Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Center stage, the queen amongst the kings, powerhouse vocalist Mauricia Kagan, saxophone specialist Malcolm Boyce, versatile and captivating Siggy Rankin, pianist extraordinaire Dane Gulston with his band live, Sweet Bread, and the chosen one, Ja Melody, will get you off your seats. This event is definitely beyond beyond jazz and wine. Experience this musical journey at the enchanting outdoor garden theater at Queen's Hall. Transform into an oasis fit for kings and queens. Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Limited early bird tickets available at Java Nation, Queens Park East, and online at islandetickets.com or call 737-2373. Jazz and wine. Experience the sweetness over and over again.
You've been waiting for this redemption.
I've been here all day of my life.
The way forward. The elevation of consciousness. Solid as a rock. June 1st, 2024. Concert Capital. Queen's Park Savannah, Trinidad. Redemption. We present Sizzla Kalonji.
Dry cry.
Sizzla. Global reggae powerhouse, Steel Pulse. Christopher Martin.
Don't let me cheat on my girl.
Polly Buds.
I just wanna smoke, drink, I love my girl.
And the Don Dada himself, Supercat. On June 1st, light overthrows darkness. Redemption. Get your limited 350 General, 850 VIP, and 1250 VVIP tickets now. Follow Redemption, the concert, on Facebook and Instagram for all info. Redemption.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the street 919 FM.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, in Sangre Grande, for the Old-Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Mondays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Trauma and Bereavement. Also, every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Low and You. Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., dealing with disabilities. And every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., the all-night prayer live on the street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with the day's issues from a biblical perspective, and you'll also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showed you, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of you, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Your financial support of Kilo First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
So we are back heavy.
Yeah.
We have some voice
Just
notes.
put the voice notes and take calls now, man.
Yeah, we have some voice notes to
About
catch up
5:30 we go jump in.
We have some voice notes to catch up on. Let's see if we could catch up on those voice notes, and then we're gonna
Heavy TC good there. Hearing a rumor that the Prime Minister gone for a medical check because he not too well with a qualification. And when he comes back, I'm hearing it's going to have a snap election. Let's keep our fingers and toes crossed that this rumor is true.
So let's keep our fingers and toes crossed, yes?
And TC and Heavy, good afternoon again to my brother. And that person song like Marcia Brave Voice, who was having concern a march, but I ain't sure if it's her voice song like her. And Heavy, you was a DJ. I know you was a DJ. You see that song by Anthony B called Bloodshed? You see Bloodshed? You see that bloodshed right now? Then you turning the gun on people anywhere in the country, you know. I want to hear Bloodshed, please, my brother. I request that. Bloodshed. The whole song, and just leave it to run now. Yeah, then you tell them that they forget to know what time it is.
We can't play all the song all they want us to play now.
I mean, if I come here to play no song, we come here to DJ today, you know.
All them songs.
I come here to talk.
We can't play all them songs.
You understand? I don't download it. I don't go on YouTube and play all the songs.
Voice note is 4 minutes.
A 4 minutes voice note?
I'm going to peace and see.
And if you are bad boy, then salary. Give them well the bad names.
We can't do that. I apologize. But
Somebody sing a song?
Yeah, we can't play that.
You see, as well you play a song, everybody want to play one song, requesting song and all them things?
All those songs, we can't do that. Then the radio.
Then better we just go back to play music?
Yeah, we'll just play all the foundation, all the bloodshed music, all the
and you go talk.
Conscious music, everything. We can't do that.
Good day, Heavy and TC. I'm going to congratulate those youths who sang that song. Very inspiring and very upbringing. You understand? I hope, you know, that this could minister to somebody in the youth outside there, that there is no, you know, no gain in violence and guns and shooting and all these other things, right? Put it on, get a trade, educate yourself in something, so that they could live beyond 25, because 25 for them is old age, you know. Have a good day, Heavy and TC. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. First thing, TC, condolences on your dad passing. May the Lord comfort you and your family and strengthen all you. All right? You take care.
Thanks so much.
Hello, TC and Heavy. Sorry, I had to delay the second one, I think I need to do it over. Right, this is juice. Now, I listened to Saddam Hussein, the MP for Sabah Barataria, totally and utterly annihilated the finance minister and the stupid minister of labor. Yeah, right? Only will come with this property tax and nothing was done properly. Where are they going with this thing? People, them just want to take people money and not violate people's constitutional rights. You understand? Imagine the people who the person who's supposed to evaluate your property, not even properly qualified. You understand? This craziness. You need to go. What I want to live for you to do, go and listen to Saddam Hussein's response to that property tax, the amendment, right? Right, and you might get it on the UNC page, right? It was brilliant. It was an assassination. All right, so only take care.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
So we'll open the phone lines now until about 1:30 because we know a lot of people are trying to get in right before the break. All right, so we will open the phone lines until just about 1:30. So you have 20 minutes to call us and make your contribution because the phone lines was really, really busy right before the break. So you have that opportunity now. If you stick, well, then we're going to jump straight into
in one time.
Programming, all right? So let me give you...
Just load up them videos on
let me just give you 2 minutes so you can get your bearings and call in. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, cool, man, what's up?
I heard that song this... Yeah, man, bless Allah, man. I heard that song this morning from Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
it was very nice, and it was a very nice song. I rated 100.
Yeah, man.
What I heard from the last show, I had to talk about it, but that song released at 91.9. That song supposed to be beaten the airwave. But a positive song.
Nice to see that Bruce Wayne take the initiative and play it, man.
Yep.
Yeah. But I believe it was fun to me that campaign song for the piano that will be all on the campaign trail.
Nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
On the piano platform.
Oh, God. Kelsey, don't do my that.
I totally for that. I love to respect.
You don't like that song because I Sasha and them will go down with the piano singing like that song.
Oh, God, nah, man. For the message is a positive message. Like, we don't study. If Sasha did a great job, man. You understand? Sasha did a great job, but you can't find the Rasta man like that. You understand? So we're taking all your calls. Call. Right, I'm going to give you 2 minutes or a minute to get in. If you're not getting in, well, then we're going to jump into programming, as I said. All right. Let me see if I can line up the videos here. All right. And give you opportunity to call. I don't want to take away opportunity, right, to call. And if, well, it could take a little bone at the second. Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Heavy, and good afternoon, DC.
Yeah, man.
What I wanted to say yesterday as well, concerning the whole economy between 1995 to 2001. Trinidad and Tobago was class. I don't know if you remember the statement. I think it's the World Bank or IMF said, or somebody said, I can't remember now. But they said Trinidad and Tobago economy was like a tiger among pussycats. But I don't know if it was reversed now. All right, thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that because it's the idea of going. So yesterday I would have read what an article about Guyana, right? And in their first quarter, a sum of 126.3 billion equivalent to 604.3 million US, has been earned by Guyana in the first quarter of 2024, based on the receipt of oil payments into the Natural Resources Fund, which is the NRF fund, which shows that the majority of this money came from oil profits. Right? So Guyana set up a fund called the NRF fund, the National Resource Fund, and when they make profits from their oil and gas, when the oil companies pay them, it goes into that fund. So for the first quarter, they've made $126.3 billion, right? Equivalent to 604 million US in the first quarter. And yesterday, I would have said, if the first quarter of a year Guyana make that kind of money, imagine how much money we have been making for the decades, right? And nothing to show for it. It means to say that we have been mismanaged, right? By not only one government, but majority. The only government after saying never was getting mismanaged because they had no money at all with the NAR. Right. Right? But before the NAR, we had 8 years, consecutive years of an oil boom from 1972 to 1980 TC. Right? Well, at that time, that Prime Minister used to boast that the country has so much money can get every citizen $1 million. You can remember that? What? He said it. He could get every citizen $1 million, but he lied. He could have given every citizen $10 million. The kind of money we are spending was equivalent in $3 trillion in today's money. Right? And all I ask is where the money gone. Right? And I remember I told you, at that time, Trinidad and Tobago was rated the 3rd richest country in the Western Hemisphere. Right? Now, the people who don't like to go and research, I get people that called my show yesterday evening to tell me, oh, I dance and I dotish because the money went into development of the country. TC. This country where they're talking about development with that kind of oil and gas money, right? We looking like anything. You went to Barbados. We looking any much different than Barbados? No. We looking any much different than Grenada and all the Mr. Island of the world? No. Eh? No. We supposed to be in Dubai. Them don't know what more development here. Well, because we get people at some schools and a hospital and a road or a highway. Yeah, our development is not. It's not even close to the kind of money we play with. So some dunce want to talk about development. So I went and did some research for you guys. And I typed in on YouTube today, the richest countries in the world. And the first video came up because it had the richest country in the world for 2020, 2021, 2022. So I went straight up the ladder to 2024. Right. Who is the richest country in the world this year? Right? And guess who made the 10? Play the video. Don't tell me about play the video now, man. Yeah, I know Trinidad and Tobago and make no way. That's not, huh? Don't do that. TC, play the video now. I ball like a cow. I ball like a cow. You be done. Are you ready? Guess who make the 10? Well, we will see now. Go up on YouTube, go up on Instagram, go up on Facebook, and watch this. Push up the line. The line is up.
Here are the top 10 richest countries in the world for the year 2024. This ranking was based on the latest GDP per capita of purchasing power parity and current international prices. The data we use in this video was taken from International Monetary Fund, IMF. Rank number 10. Guyana. It is a South American country with a GDP per capita of $78,840. Guyana is a small nation with a population of only 817,000 people. The nation's wealth is set to skyrocket. It has discovered more than 5.5 billion barrels worth of oil beneath the country's waters in the Atlantic Ocean. Guyana's GDP per capita is rapidly increasing due to oil production, which began in 2019 and reached 278,000 barrels per day last year. As oil production and exports increase, the government of Guyana is expected to earn substantial revenues through taxes, royalties, and profit-sharing agreements with oil companies. Number 9. United States. This influential nation has a GDP per capita of 83,060 US.
TC!
That can never be the truth.
Is it? So the IMF lying then? Is the IMF they get the statistics from?
Heavy.
TC! You know what they're going based on? You see that GDP? Per capita? Right? Canada made top 10 already, TC. Canada made top 10. Right after Ghana's United States.
Just imagine right after Ghana.
Right after Ghana's United States. That's what I tell you, we had number 3. Back in the 70s. We had number 3. Only Canada and America had more money than we. We are third. But look how Canada and America developed who is. So these dotish people and them will believe in the PNM.
We was more when we in the first
TC, when the first 100?
Yeah, it was 60 something.
TC, I spray that to show people, and I don't understand what I'm saying here. If in 1 year, right, Guyana economy have turned around because they're going based on growth, eh?
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? Because every year there's change from who in the lesson, you know. Because I watch 2022 and 2023 and the numbers fluctuating. Who was first this year was going second, who was third going fourth. You understand? It depends on how much money you're making. Right? So Ghana shoot up to 10. Next year Ghana might be number 5. If you understand where I'm coming from?
Because they're getting more.
Right, they get more and more money. You understand where I'm coming from? It's how your economy growing. You understand? TC, I went to the top richest country in the Caribbean. You know number we is? TC, we going through.
That's now top richest country in
the Caribbean. You know what number we is? The Caribbean 10, top 10, right?
Right.
Guess what number we is now?
That's how we in the 10 now. That's how we not in the 10.
We in the 10, but guess what number we is?
Number 10? Oh God. Come like
I don't want to know. Come like what's that?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh Father. No. I don't want to laugh at the weekend. I want to cry.
Number 6 is come.
TC.
As number 10.
TC.
In that 5 years that she was here.
TC.
She destroyed the economy.
Yeah. I know. And what all you do? He bring it back.
Yeah.
He save it. He save it then?
Buy it only had money for 3 days.
Yeah. Well, he save it. We are going through.
What number are we?
In the top, in the Caribbean?
10 in the Caribbean.
We number 8.
Number 8?
Yeah. St. Kitts, Grenada, Barbados, St. Vincent, all these islands between because they have tourism GDP. That's going by GDP per capita, you know. You the number what they call it, the 180 something thousand, how much money per citizen it have, you know. It's at 83 top. All right. Let's see the next video. Play the next video.
I don't want to switch up your conversation. But I have watched, you know, Jamaica Carnival is now.
You know Jamaica between too?
You know Jamaica Carnival has now ended.
Right.
It was sometime last week. And you know, Jamaica in their little development and the 3-4 years, remember I think it was last year before I told you here that Jamaica is marketing their carnival and it's going to be bigger than
Trinidad. Yeah.
You know, in that little Jamaica, well I shouldn't say little, but in the grand Jamaica carnival, they had more international stars in this one carnival than we had put all our carnivals
together.
And let me tell you what's worse. we used to fly our international entertainment
Yes, to come.
most of the time.
Most of the time to come to, yeah.
Through the soca mode.
Nah, kind of, yeah.
At that time.
Caribbean Prestige promotion, yeah.
He used to bring in that to kind of enhance.
Yeah, to enhance it, yeah.
So he used to bring them here and they used to stay because it was Fantastic Friday.
Really, yeah.
And they would stay out for the carnival weekend. They never used to really just up and come.
And come, yeah.
Right?
On their own.
On their own.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah.
Not all. So don't kill me for that. Very few used to come on their own, right? But most of them, it's true. The owner, which was at that time, which was what's his name?
Yeah, Mr. Monroe.
Mr. Monroe used to bring them here to try to enhance the product that we used to sell, right? They are actually flying to Jamaica on
their own to go to the carnival.
Go to that carnival. When we were the mecca of this, right? Now you telling me here now, right? That if you speak in GDP per capita, right? And we are quite number 8. Caribbean countries that never even had the kind of well that we
had.
They never had Pitch Lake, they never had coffee, they never had all these different types of things, oil, and they never had these things, right? Are more wealthy.
No, because it's updated to 2024.
That's sad.
You understand? It's sad to see.
That's sad.
Guyana make top 10 in the world, you know.
Yeah, in the world.
We make 8 in the Caribbean. Because they're showing you Jamaica beat we. Jamaica is 7 because they're showing you all the economy growing up.
Not growing, yeah.
They're not where it was before.
No.
It's how
it's going up.
It's going up. So the economy boosts. So it's showing growth.
They are doing things to bring
correct. You understand?
Well, we economy is gonna boost. Remember?
We economy going down.
No, it's gonna boost now.
When?
You remember with the new property tax? That's going to boost.
It's going to boost the economy.
Yes. It's going to boost the economy.
Oh Lord, Father.
Do you want me to play this video?
The next video I want to play, right? And I just want people to see. This video number 4 is Qatar. It's the same video, but I couldn't play the whole thing because it's about 11 minutes long.
Right.
So I show number 10 and number 8, 9. Right. This is number 4 and number 2, which is Qatar and Singapore. Qatar is number 4. They dropped from 1 to 4. Right. And Singapore is number 3. Right? So I want
come in here to only talk about Qatar.
No, I no. See here why listen to me. The reason why I'm playing this, okay?
Tell me why, because I don't understand.
No, the reason why I'm playing this. Listen why I'm playing this, Qatar because Qatar is a small island nation just like us.
And Dubai, you're always trying to.
Listen,
go ahead.
I'm trying to get the people educated here, and they found oil in 1995 and then started developing till 1999. They then started drilling for oil until 1999. And at that time, they were the only poorest country at that side of the world, and the whole country was desert. The country economy was fishing. That's how they say make money.
Desert and fishing?
No, the whole country is an island. Right. So the only economy they have is fishing, and the country nothing can grow. So it's just like a desert land. Right. You understand? And I want them to see from 1999 to now the development, how the skyline and how the buildings and what is really development in an oil-rich nation. You understand? Because the same Trinidad developed, we are oil-rich nation and we develop. So I want them to see the development of Qatar.
You never see the Salvatore building?
Yeah, we see Salvatore, but I see the Twin Towers too. That need power washing.
Development?
Yeah. Play that, the Salvatore building there again, and it's gone now.
But when it was up, it was the biggest building in the Caribbean. Oh, God. Let me play this video because...
Yeah, let me go. Here you go. 1 minute added.
Eastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula has a GDP per capita of $118,150 US. With a population of more than 2.7 million people, Qatar's vast reserves of natural gas and oil makes it one of the wealthiest countries in the world. The exploitation and export of these resources have been a significant source of revenue for the Qatari government. While oil and natural gas contribute substantially to Qatar's wealth, the government has actively pursued economic diversification strategies. Investments in sectors such as finance, real estate, infrastructure, and tourism have helped broaden the country's economic base. Number 3. Singapore. This small but highly developed city-state and island nation in Southeast Asia has a GDP per capita of $138,540. With a population of around 6 million people, Singapore's strategic location at the crossroads of major shipping routes in Southeast Asia has made it a vital hub for international trade and commerce. This island nation has established itself as a global financial hub. Its well-regulated financial sector attracts international banks, asset managers, and financial institutions. Political stability and governance, world-class infrastructure, highly skilled and educated workforce, and a pro-business environment are also key factors that attributes to Singapore's wealth and economic success. Number 2.
We could have been if they didn't thief the money.
It is an island nation in North.
Get supper, you know. I just want to move to see where we could have been if they didn't thief the money.
But we get cola.
Yeah, we get cola.
Free booklets.
If Eric didn't thief the money, we would have been looking like that. Before they even get money, we would have been looking better than because them get money late.
Oh, you could say Eric thief free money.
No, but he didn't take it, the burn it. When that guy said, man, burn all the money, we get. Oil boom. And right after that, we go into a recession and we had to go to the IMF. Eh? Eric thief the money, man, TC, man. Let me go to the line, so people call and tell them, all the time more going on there. I don't understand. That Martin to me, you know. Here, hold on, Martin. How we end up here and Guyana go on, they go on already, eh? Guyana go on already. But we want to call here to talk about PNM and Kamla this and Kamla that, and who we voting for. We not voting for Kamla, and all kind of stupidness. That's what they want to call and talk about. And who, and live sport, and Guy Griffith, and all them kind of thing. Eh? That's what we want to do. We want to come and talk about that. Why is the country going on in a latrine? We country going on in a latrine, the country I love.
Yeah, see how them place develop heavy?
TC, yes.
TNC Qatar. It's Singapore.
Okay.
It's like 2 big buildings.
Yeah, like a special, but I can't think, yeah.
We could have built that?
Oh, TC, we could have built a bridge from Trinidad to Tobago with that kind of money we thief.
We still building, yesterday building, we build around the Savannah there for the Ministry of Health. That look like a back in time building to these kind of things you see in here, heavy.
TC, let me tell you something. I telling you now, we were the 3rd richest country in the Western Hemisphere. Where the money gone? And in 1986, we was at the doorstep of the IMF begging for money to keep we afloat. When the NAR come in, after 8 oil boom, and almost $3 trillion in today's money past $3 trillion to they go hand, where the money gone?
I'm going to move out. I don't know.
And then what to say, Kamla thief?
We will take your phone calls now. Let me hear from Trinidad and Tobago because something is right here.
Something is right here.
The money went into developing politicians and the interests of politicians.
Okay.
Developing more country. That is after they done develop themselves. That is way after they done use all kind of schemes and mechanisms to develop themselves. And their interests.
Heavy on TC.
We need to wake up in this country.
Oh, all right.
But we like running behind PNM and we like running behind UNC. When have they ever cut back on macaroni? In all the money we are talking about, the heavy, any of them cut back on our macaroni pie since? They give me a break in this place, yes?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, heavy on TC. Just our next reminder, in the 80s, our dollar was 125 to 1 US, eh? Yeah. Hope you remember that as well.
Yep.
125 to 1 US.
Yep.
All the PNM sick or fine, all the sick, yes? I'm on.
25 to 1 US.
Yeah. We was right there with US money. $50 was right there in the 80s.
And in this little time that we on it here, it moved from that to $8.
$8.
Yeah. Understand? Let me hear from Trinidad. Hi, good afternoon, welcome. Hello, good afternoon.
What is the alternative, boy?
What is the alternative?
Tell me.
You tell me.
What is the alternative? I get all the information there.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know, boy. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know. I just want to say too late shall be the cry, yeah?
Because here, if this place so bad, you agree bad? Hello? Do you agree that the situation is grim and it's bad? Yes. Why politicians want here?
Why they want it?
Well, why they want this country still?
Because they make us believe that it's that bad, right? Because they make us believe, caller, that it is that bad because they can still.
Like I hear anybody.
All right, you hearing me now?
A little better.
Right. What they do is they make us believe that this is it is that bad, but there is always you could always find ways
to take money, to take more. Correct.
From nothing.
From nothing.
Right?
Okay, so because
so
I hear
they will never give up and throw in the towel because they can always find ways.
You see, because it's have African country with dirt poor and the people and the prime minister and them rich, you know.
And the prime minister
so heavy,
rich.
Heavy.
Yep.
Heavy.
Yes.
You ain't burning your passport again then.
If I'm burning my passport, I never say.
You say we want it in Banana from that the other day?
No, you see, you misunderstood. I say when I heard what was being said, right? I feel I could have go and just burn my passport with burn paper and everything and just get out of here. Didn't I say that?
Okay.
Right, good.
And the other, all right, so what I'm saying, PC is saying that they have other alternatives to make money or to get money.
Not for the country, you know.
Not for the country, for themselves, to enrich themselves. I call that
misunderstand country. Listen, let me try to break it down for you.
Yeah.
Right?
They have
if they had the country interest at hand, we would not have been here.
We would not be here.
Right? The thing is, they only have their self, their finances, and their friends.
Who is the they?
The government.
The
government.
Could I sure what?
I ain't hearing all your man. Some damn thing wrong with my phone.
Listen on the radio. Listen on the radio.
Well, you have to listen to us on the
listen on the radio because perhaps something wrong with your phone.
Listen to us on the radio because there's nothing we can do if you're not hearing us. Right? I would say it again. If you understand how this thing works, the government only have the interests of themselves, their friends, and their finances interests at heart. What they do, right, is if they really had the country interests at heart, we would not have reached here. We would have been better off today, right? And still, if they get up in the morning and they say, listen, we realize here that we are at a bad place, let's start to take the country interest at heart, it still have a chance to turn around. It is never, ever too late.
Yeah, because look at this Guyana and Jamaica and these countries and
they suffer for years.
Yes, they suffer for years and the economy turning around now.
The economy turning around now.
Yeah.
What they have to do is listen, stop studying to be personal and start studying to be country.
Correct.
Stop studying to, hey, let me see if I can chuck some more here and there so if things fall apart. Right. And start studying country because with country, everybody benefits.
Yeah.
With country, everybody benefits. They're not studying country.
They're not studying country.
So if you still believe that, hey, why so? If they know it's so bad, why they want to still be there? They want to be there because they're studying self.
Correct.
It always have money for self.
It always have money. To pay their salary.
It's easier. It's easier to have money for self than for country.
For country, yeah.
Because I'll make sure that I get.
Yeah.
I hold in the purse.
Correct.
When it's time to take out the purse, who you feel going and get first?
Your family and your friends.
Oh gosh, Heavy.
Yeah.
And anybody else after.
Anybody else after.
That is why they continuously tell you, tighten your belt because thing hard.
Yeah.
Tighten your belt because, but you're not seeing them
tightening their belt. No, they're telling you, go back to cold pot, ride bicycle, don't put macaroni pie, don't do this.
All the things for you to cut back on.
Yeah.
We can't give you this amount because it will
only give you 4%.
Right.
And how can I stupidness?
Think about it.
Yeah.
They're doing that only because they could do that to you.
Yep.
But the cutback is not coming their way.
Nope.
Why you never see the whole of the parliament, or let me say the government side, right? Because it all starts with them. Stand in parliament and say, I am personally, me and my team is going to be throwing $10,000 back into the economy every month.
Every month.
We're gonna start by showing Trinidad and Tobago. If every month every one of us throw 10,000 back into the economy, then we could pay some bills. Right? Why they never do that?
They never do that. They'll never do that.
Why they never do that? Why
over COVID, when they shut down the country and everybody going home and all kind of thing, them never sub the salary?
All right, if they wanted to say at that point it was more work for them, it had plenty ministries that was closed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It had plenty ministries that was non-functional. Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs.
Yeah, that was not nothing to do.
That had nothing to do
with COVID.
It had nothing to do with COVID.
Yeah.
Why they didn't say to that ministry or to that minister, listen, they all saying working hard every day. We on the thing.
But we take from here and go and send it over there.
Send it over there. Everybody still was running at their same budget.
Yeah. Them didn't cut back nothing.
They didn't cut back.
All the cut back is only for we.
Thank you.
All the tighten your belt and band your belly and all them things is only for we.
For us. So caller, this is what we were trying to explain
to you.
Everybody wants to get there because it's time to fill your personal purse. That is just what it is.
Yeah.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. TC and Mr. Heavy. Some countries learn from their mistakes. Others never learn. You went through difficult times. You recession. You had chaos in 1990 and whatnot. You had massive recession as a result of quantum media. Jamaica, I remember Manley telling them that the oil money was like a dose of salt. Purge them. You come back again. You had you had a gas boom between 1999 and 2008. You squandered that. Or you eat out that you had about 3 confronts here. One, I think, is the Commonwealth. You had one with those people in Latin America and whatnot. Where Barack Obama came. You had all kind of. They wasn't a purge. They had a good time, right? Guyana went through some crises under Burnham, coming up with this cooperative republic experiment, right? Where in fact, I don't want to get into this Privy Council matter, but he in 1971 he removed Guyana from the Privy Council, and it was only recently Guyana had the Caribbean Court of Justice as the final court of appeal, and in the absence of the Privy Council, he ran right in Guyana. He doing what he wanted to do and destroy it. The fact remains is that people, the Trinidadians here, they believe they put their government in power. They're lazy, They're lazy in thinking. They don't even think for themselves. They don't care. I put you in charge and I will sit back and let me walk back. You play yourself. You do what you want to do. You spend money. You don't have to account to me. I'm not calling you to account. We don't want to see how you spend that money. You just run things. And in the final management, when they wake up, they have nothing. And this is the problem here. Everybody playing themselves because nobody, the population as a matter of fact, don't believe, and that's talk about civil society, the church, they are one of the biggest culprits. When we talk about social justice, I remember Anthony Panton. He was a forerunner with respect to social justice in this country. He's the one who used to, call on government, ask them. He said, look, this is wrong. What you're doing for the people is wrong. You need to do this, you need to do that. He was in protests and demonstrations. He was always agitating on behalf of the poor and downtrodden. Not these here now. Not the trade unions, but they're dead, they're gone. Right? Those are the universities, but they're sleeping up at a radio station somewhere in Chadwick or somewhere down there. Every Saturday morning they're up there. Nobody cares. Everybody feels once I have money in my pocket, that's it. And that is the problem with this country. You cannot succeed as a nation if people are not vigilant, if people are not you know, if they don't care, they're not concerned for their own progress and development. That is the problem in this country. Everybody just sit down, they work back there, and we go see what we're doing, and give them a chance. Let me see what they will do. And that is the problem. They're sleeping, they're having a good time. And while the others, the people who they put in charge, paying themselves. And that is the whole, and being a mess. One thing I want to talk about, yes, you talk about Jamaica. And I agree with you, because Jamaica recently, I usually tune into Jamaica and those countries, Barbados and whatnot, the media voice of Barbados and all these things. And Jamaica experienced 10 consecutive quarters of growth, positive growth, and they were commended for that. And they had all over the Caribbean had COVID, you know. All over had COVID, but everything, they just looked for excuses and supported Grenada. They suffered under Gary. They had, many, I mean, hundreds of people were killed somewhere in the capital there. You remember Maurice Bishop and Cord and these people, and they learned from their mistake. The people like Mitchell wasn't performing, they get rid of him. He tried to deny them of their pension and whatnot, and he called a general election, and they got rid of him. They learned from their experiences, their bad experiences, not Trinidad. All they're concerned about, their interest is to ensure that a few group of people who they call their kind, the black people with our people, we kind, as one of them that say, let your own dog bite you. You know what they mean like that? And he's a big time man in Trinidad here with the PNM, you know. I remember Morgan Joe reiterated that. He said, let your dog bite you, let your own dog bite you. What he means to say is that once you're black, once you could suffer under your own black people, but you don't let Indian think, don't let no white man think. Once the black people suffer you, you have no problem. Let your own dog bite you. So this is where we are today, and it's a start, unless the people wake up, get up from the slumber, we ain't going nowhere. And in fact, we are at the lowest level today in this country. You see it, your Prime Minister is number 8 on the Caribbean Global Leadership rating. That is where you are. That is where your country is. Poor leadership. It's money. Nobody wants to talk about that. You have one of the worst performing Prime Minister in this country, or leader in the Caribbean, and all you're happy with that, all your business. And where is this country going? And then you boast about Eric Williams, you boast about Manning, but you have somebody who's underperforming with all these ministers you have around him. The ministers are performing. Then it's a waste of time. We need to call them Maidstone and got rid of them. Why Shah Mohammed, Vinci Barrow, the same O'Halloran, all of them, you call them because the whole place was in a mess. They weren't performing and you dismissed them, you get them out of the cabinet. They remand all these fellas and them. A total purge, but nothing Trinidad under this leader. This leader, I don't know, he like mediocrity, I don't know what he cares in this country. He like, you know who he like? Dennis Moses. You know Dennis Moses who was here? Was a minister of foreign affairs. And you realize totally, like he was at sea. He don't even know what was going on in this country here. And then you give him a big post in Canada as some ambassador or whatever it is. Are you serious in this country? Man, this country ain't going away. You need to change your leadership. Get good leadership in this country if you want to advance.
All right, Mr. West. Yes, Mr. West. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, TC and Ivy.
Good afternoon.
TC and Ivy, let me tell you something now. If stupidity was electricity, the whole of the East-West corridor would be power station now. Let me tell you why, The times when we was ranking number 1 in the world and we had all the money and things, all you have to understand that the Prime Minister at that time, which was the great Dr. Eric Williams, educate the children, teach the children to be builders and carpenters and you see all them buildings in Dubai, I think, is we build that. We build all them buildings in Dubai and all them replace all them highways and things. That is what the PNM government educate us to do. We went to and build all that for them. We might not have money to show that we have money, but we take investment, the government invest on us, and we went and build all them things. So that is why I tell you, in the East-West corridor and all the PNM areas, if stupidity was electricity would have plenty power station, hundreds of thousands of power stations in the country. Goodbye and have a nice day.
Thanks so much for your call.
TC and Heavy, good afternoon again. I want to respond to the caller who asks, what next? Here what is going to happen in this country here. There's an opposition that's being paid with a salary in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. The same place where the PNM saying down on gallery, like if there is them own alone. You see right there? We have a space called opposition position, and the opposition in this country is an opposition with 19 seats. The PNM is a minority government. They just try to downplay that. The PNM know they are on the end of everything. They're on the end. It's the matter of months. They're on the end. And the audit into the PNM, it will only happen with Kamala Prasad Bisesa as an opposition leader. That is why the whole bacchanal is Kamala must go. Kamala must go. So when Kamala go, they go get some clown who was eating 30 pieces of silvers from Dr. Rowley on that low to sweep things on that carpet. Leave Kamala right there. Let she do the audit. Let she do the audit into Dr. Rowley, and all they will shocked to see how this country will get back everything. That is what they're afraid Anna Logan for. They're afraid Modulal and them for that. The audit is where they're frightened of Anna Roberts and damn machinery too. They're frightened. All they put the PNM to the political coals and forget friend thing and party thing. Save your country. Let them face the fire head on. Remember, they are public servants. It's the PNM fanatics, as they call them, to see the freaks. It's them turning those servants into kings and queens. They are public servants. Don't forget that. You know how many know their servants? About 2 months before general election, what should they be playing royal servants? And then you taking them and turn them king and queen and the people. Not a hell of that right now. Go and do an audit from the opposition position. Vote the PNM out of office around this time. It will be done.
Right, so we continue to take your calls. We continue to take your voice notes as well. All right, it's just about 9 minutes until the hour of 6 o'clock. All right, and of course, you can call us. I see the phone lines were ringing just now, but I was playing a voice note. All right, call us. You know the number, so call 342-0081, 342-0081, and 466-5391. That's the numbers. So we're taking your calls. Hi, good afternoon, caller.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm calling. I listen to the show every evening.
Yes.
Right? I want you to do me a favor. Listen to the name, Kunji. You two fellas from New York. KFC. Those two fellas from Laventille.
Laventille? What's the names about? What is this about?
The two fellas from Laventille.
What?
TC and Heavy?
Yes. Yes, you're here live with us.
Right. Take a lecture and go diviner. And let us live in peace with the families there. Go, nobody need you all. Bye.
No, I know it had to be some kind of senseless contribution and Heavy. That's what sometimes you talk about Kingsley and KFC and all of that. It had to be a senseless contribution.
Why you and your Prime Minister and go to hell?
Why in hall?
Why in hall? Huh? Calling here to talk your stupidness. She's a freak, or she's a freak?
Come on, Heavy. As an old freak too, is a cobweb freak.
A cobweb freak?
Yeah. No wetness.
What is this come on? The current therapy good show?
No wetness, Heavy. Is that? Yeah. Cobweb freak, Heavy.
Don't do that.
What
is this? I she calling name. I want to know where she going. Where she going?
I'm doing somewhere senseless. She was going Heavy. I knew that. That's why I asked her what's the name calling about? You know why she's studying Kingsley and KFC and.
You know, I got to realize these people can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth.
People taught them foolishness long.
Hi,
caller. Good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. TC and Mr. Ravi.
Yeah, man.
I call you to you already now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I like the station for? They have exposed the two-party corruption.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Right.
You know, we have shows coming on exposing UNC, who are exposing PNM. As the man said, what next? No, nobody don't know what next. Knowledge is accompanied with action. Now, if we get all that knowledge and we're not doing things, at the end of the day, if you're not doing nothing with your knowledge, it will forsake you. You understand? So what is the purpose of the callers and them? Can't do that. UNC go up. Can't do that. UNC go up. And we're not going nowhere. All we're reaching is on the radio. We're not doing nothing for the next generation to come. You understand? It's hard work for them. They might need to see a crack, a hole to start. What are we really doing as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? All the actors self that question. All they want to come, get them bond, you and tell we big people, boy. We gain knowledge, whole day we gain knowledge about these two parts. And what are we really doing? You understand? This is a serious thing, you know. And we just playing for the one because we don't take the mark of the piece. Because we take PNM on the forward and we take UNC on the forward. Because this system is the peace. So that will be going down. As the peace follows. And we're not standing up for righteousness, we're not standing up for the work of God, we're not standing up for God, we're not doing nothing. That's what I'm telling you. I tell you all of that. Like what that work, I see every day. People is fighting for the base and not for God. My friend, you will have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are counting down
8 seconds
right
before
now.
the break, yeah.
All right, I think I have time to play one voice note before we
Yeah, you gotta play a 14 seconds.
No, I have a 30 seconds.
Yeah, quick.
Good afternoon, TC and Evie. I want to ask Julia Davy if she have affiliation to the UNC members right now, Parry and Rambly and them. Because I wasn't born yesterday. I know in Trinidad, no PNM don't go in no UNC to listen to no UNC meeting. You understand? And you saying you want to go and listen to Rambly. I want to know if Rambly and Parry and them promise you something when they win. If they win Kamala, you understand?
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m.
highlighting young, vibrant, and future stars, spreading our nation's banner across the world, telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth.
Jazz and Wine, or is it Beyond Jazz and Wine? Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Center stage, the queen amongst the kings, powerhouse vocalist Mauricia Kagan, saxophone specialist Malcolm Boyce, versatile and captivating Siggy Rankin, pianist extraordinaire Dane Gulston with his band live, Sweet Bread, and the chosen one, Ja Melody, will get you off your seats. This event is definitely beyond Jazz and Wine. Experience this musical journey at the enchanting outdoor garden theater at Queen's Hall. Transform into an oasis fit for kings and queens. Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Limited early bird tickets available at Java Nation, Queens Park East, and online at islandetickets.com or call 737-2373. Jazz and Wine. Experience the sweetness over and over again. You've been waiting for this redemption.
I've been here all day of my life.
The way forward. The elevation of consciousness. Solid as a rock. June 1st, 2024. Concert Capital. Queen's Park, Savannah, Trinidad. Redemption. We present Sizzla Kalonji. Sizzla. Global reggae powerhouse, Steel Pulse. Christopher Martin.
Don't let me cheat on my girl.
Collie Buds.
I just wanna smoke, drink, and love my girl.
And the Don Dada himself, Supercat. On June 1st, light overthrows darkness. Redemption. Get your limited 350 General, 850 VIP, and 1250 VVIP tickets now. Follow Redemption, the concert, on Facebook and Instagram for all info. Redemption.
Let me talk. Food in the fridge, but you iron takeout. Your last dollar went to the last fit. You spend your vex money because that did a workout. Life is all about making fundamental choices. Make the right ones by investing in the Unit Trust Corporation. Your partners for life.
Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going. After a storm, there is a calm. Where there is darkness, light follows. Where there is evil, good overcometh. It's Conscious Talk with Steve Antoine. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Oh, yo, this is the Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. And joining me will be Little Mike as we discuss tips on taking you from zero health to optimum health using different protocols and techniques. Trinidad and Tobago, join us every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:35 a.m. on the street 91.9 FM for Health Talk with Big Mike. It's not where it is, it's here it is. Boom!
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Just so we and them is friends. Stop it, you say how we do. Shaking hand with me and you. Baby, hug your granny, kiss your baby. Why you people do? Doggy look up, doggy look up.
Yes, Granny, you're calling us certain names there, right? Add Bitcoin to it too, Add Bitcoin to it, and use a freak, a Granny freak, right? You go on, as TC and Heavy say, haul. Have a good day for that.
Good afternoon, TC, and good afternoon, Effie. What I would like to say, when every time election come, PNM no UNC do, and no investigation, UNC no what PNM do, investigation, no investigation, nobody can lock up only small man. Time for me to build a big jail and lock up all them politicians who keep interfering with money. That the only so we will get something. And lock up these politicians who keep doing me wicked thing. If we children and we grandchildren feeling it, don't be worried no more, brothers. Love, God bless.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. This is Juice again. Some of these people is as if they weren't living here for the past 9 years, going on 10 years, right? What is going on? I mean, all this city, they shut down Petty train, they send on TSCT workers, they crash NGC, right? Assault, Trinidad assault. I don't. The talk is that it belongs to the Chinese, right? We be going, we be going, and people want to come and talk about TC and Heavy mustn't talk. Why, Ole, please.
Good afternoon. We are into our final hour, the third and final hour.
Yep.
Heavy Duty and TC, the future of talk, right here on the Street 919 FM. And Heavy, well, do it.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Philip.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm okay, man. I know when I need to get certain information, you, man, have a wealth of information, especially today we're talking about Trinidad and Tobago economy. I would have read an article yesterday on Guyana and how much they made in the first quarter, right? And I did it late yesterday afternoon. And I was comparing it to how much, if they made that in their first quarter, imagine how much we made when we had our oil booms, right? And we have nothing to show for it today. So I went back to the oil boom of under Eric Williams in the 1970s, right? Whereby, and I was saying that after he died in 1980, a short year, 4 or 5 years after, the NAR came in and we were at the doors of the IMF. So where all that oil money gone? You understand? Because we just had a windfall in the 70s up until the early 80s, and then right after that, we had no money at all. So I want you to highlight for me, can we use a man have some information concerning economy and thing, what really happened to our oil money? And I want to say to you that I know where it's going, but a lot of people is misbelief and say, oh, it went to the development of the country and building roads and highways and hospitals and stuff. But I need you to elaborate and let the public know, because I know you have that information.
Well, I want to thank you for calling me on your show again, and I want to say good afternoon to all your listeners worldwide. And there are other media houses that are going to hear that I was on this show today, and they're going to want to call and cuss me because I'm blanking everybody else, but take your call. Because I know you're running a proper show, and you're dealing with issues across the board, so I'm happy to be on board. I want to tell you something. All those people who tell you that our oil money was used for infrastructure, let them take you and show you the infrastructure that our money was used for. Because everything that we have as value in this country, the vast majority of it have been here since before independence. And anything that we got after independence, we got from the Americans. Even that was before independence, okay, during World War II. But like the North Coast Road and Wallerfield and Shagaramas, all of that was developed. Maracas Beach. We wouldn't be able to drive to Maracas Beach on a Sunday to go to America. That piece of infrastructure, the whole of Wallerfield that took us, that makes it possible to drive to Toko and San Miguel. That's American infrastructure. But when you look at everything that was built, that we have since, look at the poor quality of it, and you will realize, look at Mount Hope. Compare Mount Hope to General Hospital. General Hospital is 100 years older than Mount Hope. But the General Hospital still standing strong today. Mount Hope was never finished. I remember I was a schoolboy at the time when they were building Mount Hope. And they brought this big inflatable warehouse. And I mean, these foreign companies saw these little brown people and their money, and they say, hey, we're coming to take advantage of them. That's what happened in Trinidad. And I thought then that it was just political incompetence. I had to become a big man to find out that I didn't know that Trinidad was run by its own secret royalty. And it is run by that today. And we look at people in their face, and some of them make news, some of them sit in the front of the church, in the front of the temple and the mosque. And we don't realize that there are secret brotherhoods in Trinidad and Tobago. They call themselves by all other names. But they exist for the sole purpose of pursuing their own agendas and enriching themselves and their cliques. And that is where all of our money went. There's an architect by the name of Dial Lewis that you should call and ask him about Central Bank Twin Towers. And that is one of the first things we built. And he is noted to have said that they were drilling for pipe, for finding a foundation for that. Construction already started. And they couldn't find bedrock. The pylons for Central Bank Towers are about 3 times the height of Central Bank Towers. The Foreshore Freeway ended up in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most expensive quarter mile of road on the planet. Trinidad became a joke for corruption. In the United States of America, the Justice Department has an anti-corruption law that was written on the Sam P. Wallace fiasco that took place in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been a corrupt, stealing nation from the moment we got independence. Nothing changed other than the hands that were in charge of writing the law. Look at this country, and regardless of who you speak to and who they support, they know in the back of their mind that this is nothing. We've gotten nothing for the money that passed through Trinidad and Tobago. We spoke about Guyana. Guyana's first quarter is $126 billion US. That is the first 3 months of the year.
Yep.
If they get that consistently, and what is expected is that it is going to increase per quarter for the next 10 years. But if get that consistently, just that figure, of $500 billion US. That is an amazing sum of money. But you contrast and compare to the money that passed through Trinidad, Ghana is still a joke. We have.
Do you have a figure on that amount of money that passed through Trinidad?
The estimate was $3 trillion.
$3 trillion. Wow.
That was the estimate. $3,000 billion. And $1 billion is 1,000 million.
So so Philip, let me just ask you a question here. What happened in the 80s that made us have to go to the IMF?
The money was stolen. The money was stolen on a contract. When the what became not the highway, the north-south highway, that section of the highway was being built. You think the corruption that took place with the Point Fortin highway is corruption? When they were building the north-south highway, ministers and members of parliament were given the plan as to where it was going to run. They were buying scrap land that nobody had any use for, a cent an acre, and selling it back to Trinidad by the square foot. A government minister ended up owning a whole mountain in Santa Cruz, a mountain, a government minister. That people who went into politics, dirt poor. And when you call somebody dirt poor, all they own in the world is dirt. Come out of there, multi-millionaire. Trinidad was a literal fiefdom. When you understand that American companies had to sign certain charters to come and do business, when you look at Trinidad now and you realize it's mostly European companies and French companies that come and do, Americans are coming again because we used to go back to America and get jailed. The last time was the fiasco. The people who went to jail over the fiasco because you can pretend that Asian, all of them wasn't involved in tech. And that's Trinidad, tries to pretend everything is politics, but men who owned big American companies had to pay back all the money and went to jail. And you asked about that oil boom. I want to tell you, we had an even bigger oil boom right after when Patrick Manning was Prime Minister.
Wow.
And money was again. Go and look at Hyatt. They repaired Hilton for the amount of money they spent on Hilton. If I talk that way, but the amount of money they spent on Hilton could have built 4 Hilton. And they've done that over and over. There are companies in Trinidad, state companies in Trinidad that have set up cities. And there is no oversight. There is nobody, no organization in this country with responsibility for making sure that they account for our money. We should call Yalatamar for an interview, ask him to bring the Auditor General report that he has. Because by the time the Auditor General write a report on a budget, 4 years have passed, 5 years have passed. The Minister of Finance goes into the Parliament and says, this year we need this money for this and that money for that, without accounting for last year's money that you were given for this and that.
Wow.
It is why they're raising electricity rates now, because the government budgeted money for state enterprises, for public utilities, and did not pay those bills. Where is that money? When you say Carl Owen MP, people pretend that is left pocket, the right pocket, but NP's fuel is a stock in trade. If NP gave its stock in trade to Carl, and Carl didn't pay it, but he accounted for it as having paid it, that's a criminal act.
Wow. Philip, here I want to find out, let me come up the road now. From since this government came in 2015 to now, right, we are realizing our economy has gone downhill, right? But we are here, what they keep saying, tighten your belt, you know, this had to do, that had to do. Explain to us, what did this government do with all that money?
Well, again, you need to put a government in office that's willing to put an auditor in WASA, put an auditor in TNTech. Right now, they're trying to close down special purpose companies that Patrick Manning opened, and the only reason they're trying to close them down is to hide corruption. If you pull up an EFTL, ENBD, and HDC, Sport TT, and others that I cannot name right now for different reasons, but I want to tell you something, there's nowhere. When Patrick Manning agreed for the creation of special purpose companies, all of those alphabet companies, it was to provide an end run around what used to be called the Tenders Committee. Now, the Tenders Committee wasn't protecting Trinidad from debt. The money was still being stolen. But that was a garden hose as opposed to a water main. When they got the special purpose company, they got a WASA name because the government could just vote sums of money to state agencies. And not have to come from the sum. You say the agency will account, and then PAL and MP and TNTEC and WASA. You have a situation where Tobago receives $1.2 billion of taxpayers' money every year. I don't know where that money goes because central government in Trinidad still pays all the operating bills in Tobago. So the two constituencies, Tobago East and Tobago West, gets $1.2 billion. The average constituency in Trinidad will get $100 million. Where that money goes, nobody could answer. And the reason nobody could answer is for more than 10 years, they've never counted for the money. Every year you've given them money and they're not saying what they do with the taxpayers' fund, and they're supposed to by law. If you put a proper government different from these parties into office who is not connected to that secret brotherhood, who is not connected to the contract mafia, you will have to empty the jails just to hold white-collar criminals. You see all them little people that Griffin is called cockroach? Those are not the criminals in this country. Every time I watch people like Gregory Abboud talk about crime in Port of Spain, the biggest crime in Port of Spain is that 250,000 people are brought to Port of Spain every single day to work in government offices that don't need to be in Port of Spain. And without them, Port of Spain is a dead city. Nobody talking about that. But the money that is being lost to them, because in Germany, they wrote a law that from the moment you step on the train, in fact, from the moment you step out your house to travel to work, you on the job. The company has to pay you from then. If they did that in Trinidad, the cost of operating those state offices would go up by 300% because now they would have to pay those families who spend 3 hours in the car in the morning and 3 hours in the evening coming to and from just to keep Port of Spain alive. There is nothing in Trinidad that works. And regardless of who anybody is, because I say these things, I tell you, I'm not interested in the job. I'm not interested in politics in this country anymore. But I'll tell you these things. I hope that somewhere, somehow, somebody is willing to stand up for this country. Because I try, and the way it's politics, I don't know.
Philip,
that's crap.
Our final question. Somebody asked, after we were speaking about how bad our economy is, and whilst, because I mentioned that Barbados and Jamaica and all these other economies around us is going up whilst we are going down. And somebody asked, so what we could do to fix it, right? So I want to ask you that question. What do you think Trinidad and Tobago could do to get out of this situation that we are heading in right now, or we are already in right now?
All these people know this, but they don't want to have these conversations because they know that if you do like what St. Kitts and Antigua and Dominica are doing and focus on tourism. I follow the Antigua and St. Kitts, one of those prime ministers. The other morning he said today we hit a new record, 15,000 tourists just disembarked from ships on the ground. That means, according to Google, the average spend of a person off a cruise ship per day is $100. That's $1.5 million spent on the ground that day in their economy. That's 10 million people. That 10 million people in one day would have gone to taxi drivers and craft creators and entertainers and people providing food and snacks on the ground. It's going straight into the economy. Not going massive called Macau. It's going straight into the economy, to the hands of people who are going to circulate it into the economy on the ground. And that is what will affect the crime in this country. Trinidad is the best located country in the world. We are in the tropics. We are the only Caribbean island that is outside of the hurricane belt. Our tourist industry would never be affected by hurricanes because for a hurricane to hit Trinidad, it has to start low down in North Africa and the global climate doesn't work, so the weather patterns don't work. So it's a freak of nature for hurricanes to form that low and stay that low to be able to hit Trinidad. So every time it's been tracking, you know, by the time it's turning north. I say that's the reason. Because besides tourism, there is cruise ship tourism. That's hundreds of millions of dollars a year we're losing out there. Besides that, where we are located here, there are companies all over the world that would like to be operating in a country that has summer 24 hours a day, 10 days a week. Trinidad don't close down for winter. We don't close down. Even if we get heavy rain, it's not enough to stop production. You can create production companies in Trinidad that run around the clock 365 days a day. I told Trinidad about 5 years ago when Tesla got the first contract that made Tesla Musk, that made Musk the richest man in the world. That's what pushed Musk into being the richest man in the world when Tesla got that first contract. And I said, if I was Prime Minister, I would call the Tesla company and say, what we can do for you? I will give you miles of factories in Trinidad. I will give it to you free. I will give you land space free. I will give you the Wi-Fi and internet free. I will give you natural gas free. I will give you electricity free. Just come and hire my people. Because Tesla alone could have put Trinidad and hire 35,000 people and pull all the poverty out of the and
Mr. Philip, I sat out on the entire interview because I wanted to listen more than say anything. This is TC. I am one of the people that believe that if you really had the opportunity of being the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you would make a great difference, because I have followed your videos time and time again, asking the crucial questions about a lot of things, not just the poor man. You were not afraid to ask the questions about the elites as well, all right? One question I have for you. If you will, or if you had the opportunity of being the Prime Minister tomorrow without a slate, without all the candidates that has to be on all this stuff, do you have anybody in mind, if you are the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, who would you have chose to be Minister of National Security and Minister of Finance? Those two ministries only. Do you have anybody in mind, in your personal opinion, that you could say, I am going to put this person here and that person there to run these two ministries?
I have two people in mind because I think that our Ministry of Finance, because we've never had a proper run economy, we don't have a proper run financial sector. And for the first 5 to 10 years, you would need a Minister of Finance just keeping the lights on, just keeping the bills paid as a transition to a proper run country. But I would set up also a concurrent Minister of the Economy. His job will be the diversification of the economy away from the insanity that is Trinidad and Tobago. The Trinidad and Tobago dollar. Trinidad and Tobago dollar is pegged to nothing. We have a floating currency that doesn't float. It has an artificial value that is assigned by people in this country who benefit from the price being that price. It means nothing. We have a dollar that nowhere on the planet wants to accept as a currency to trade with us. That should tell you something straight off the bat.
Yeah, so, but yes, is there anybody? But is there anybody with that capability? With that?
There are people. I'm not naming these people now because every time I do, they either get other people come and take advantage of that situation. But I have been in business with people, and there are people that would more than be able to do their job. The gentleman I have in place, and if I say this, some people will recognize it, that the most important thing to build an economy is making credit available. Every small businessman in this country, every person with any kind of ambition, who has any kind of idea, who wants to get into any kind of business, because every single business that you know, every brand that you know, start up somewhere under somebody's house, in somebody's garage, in somebody's kitchen, and they got credit to expand and scale. We have shows like Shark Tank and things. They show you actually the breakdown of how we expand and scale our business. That we don't have. We don't have any banking sector that treats business, small business, with respect. Our banking sector exists to hold up 7 companies and suck payers' money and pushes it in there. And those 7 companies, they make $70,000, $50 per person per year. That's what they account for. And I'm saying, who is spending $70,000 per year in these companies? That's the profit. That's not even the sales. That's not even the cost of business. That's just the profit. There's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Security, and I want to tell you this, I want to say this, it is not about personalities. It is about competence. It is about track record. It is about what people have done with their entire life, their full body of work. How much they were prepared to do for the country outside of being the one. You have to take that into account. Because if you just bring people who are selfish, Intergovernment, they will bring selfishness in the government. They take care of their business, and they may accomplish, but it will not be on a level of national development that you want. And there are people in this country that are more than qualified for these jobs. But we allow this same small 1% to dictate what we talk about, what we think about. They dictate the news. They tell you the stories. They put the names out there and say these are your choices. So we're not even having the conversations that you are asking today. Every time I come on the show, you all ask questions that no other media house are. All the other media houses are interested in bacchanal. You know, a song by that we can make into a fix and a joke holiday.
Yep.
But we have to start taking this country seriously. We're going to end up like Haiti, no joke.
Yeah. So, Philip, I have one final question for you. Why do you think the government is trying to change the $100 note again?
Well, they got away with making $100 and something million last time. Personal funds of the government got to put money in their pocket. Nobody accounted for how much money was taken out of the economy as the old note and put into the economy as the new note. You could have made billions of dollars and transfer wealth to anybody. I mean, this is gang culture. You live in a country where government minister name being called that he have gangs working for him, terrorizing people, burning out their properties, moving them out of the properties by gun and seizing land. Why? When you ask me a question like that, I tell you the procurement legislation that was finally passed in the parliament. By the time it reached to the government to be passed into law, they edited, mixed up, and so much. But now, what it does is it legitimizes government tax, and it is government spend that procurement legislation was created to oversee, because we have so much level of corruption, so many things wrong in Trinidad and Tobago. And you see that thing we're talking about now, about making the PCJ the final court of appeal, the madness that would be. It would be the end of any rule of proper law in this country if Trinidad and Tobago lost the Privy Council. And I care for the state of this country. I watch it on CNN from another country. I won't stay here. Because the Privy Council is the last thing that shows maybe a half an eyesight of oversight on this program. I don't know what else power to refer to it. It's like children running it. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. When I tell you that we have 90,000 acres of farmland between Pico, Caroni, and Tetriton, and we have 30,000 registered farmers that can't get land, and we're spending billions of US dollars every year importing the food that could grow here. When we have to pay to desalinate water in a country that gets 10,000 times more water than it could ever use for 6 months out of the year, and all we have to do is what the Mesopotamians, the Babylonians, and the Persians, they just catch it. The Romans invented aqueducts 10,000 years ago. We don't know how to catch water and hold it.
Philip, well, we got to run out of time. We got to go. I want to thank you so much for taking our call, and thank you for giving us that information that we so need. The people in the country need to get this information because they know some of them brainwashed to believe in everything what the government is saying, and they don't have the information. So I'm glad you came out and gave us a lot of information. I want to thank you.
I wish you see the purpose of media. When they call media for the state, it means that there is an entire division of the country that's responsible for bringing information to the people, and there are few people in media daring to do what you are doing. And sometimes I worry for you all that we could pull the plug because you're really sticking to the power, but that is what media was created for. And anytime I get a call from you, like coming on the show, because I know your listeners paying attention. Some of them head hard, and it's filled with nonsense that people are putting their head all these years about King Salah more important than competence. But that's not working for somebody. We have to become Trinbagonians. If we don't, this whole place is yours.
All right, Philip. Thank you so much. And thanks for the support. Right?
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Thanks.
Heavy. This person has had something really important to say because they have been calling like for about the last how long. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, TC and Heavy. I want the lady to know, the lady who call and call.
No. Listen, caller. Hold on, caller. We just had a very important interview, and you calling repeatedly about 17 times you call. Do not speak about a lady. Do not speak about a lady. Do not do that. If that's what you're calling for, forget it. You cannot be real.
Okay then. Well, I'll lock all that out of my head.
All right. Yeah.
I'll lock all that out of my head.
I thought this man that I've been calling repeatedly for about half an hour.
To talk about a lady?
To talk about a lady. Don't do that.
No, listen.
All that wealth of information we just gave there. Come on, let's have some constructive conversation.
Okay, well, here what we constructive way, right? I outside here, out of my TV, waiting on all the time. Some call it. I wasn't inside by the TV. I didn't hear nothing all the saying. So sorry about that. If it was a topic, I wasn't paying attention because I had to come outside away from the children and them to ring and watch when all the answer, right? So if that was a
so
topic,
you miss out a whole show where we had Philip Alexander on the line talking about the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. And you miss out that because you trying to call me.
He's busy trying to answer.
Listen, you are the power station. Listen. I miss out nothing because technology had to rewind.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Go back and watch the show.
I'm telling you, you miss a wealth of information. And let a woman throw you off. You let a woman throw you off. And that's sad.
He walk over the TV to go outside to call.
You know how long he's calling?
Since Philip on the line?
Heavy since before Philip is on the line. Since before 6 o'clock. And I'm sure he has over 50 missed calls. He's just repeatedly calling. So I'm saying to myself, he has to have some sort of really important information.
Oh, yeah.
But you see how we just get distracted fast as a people?
Yeah.
Let us not get distracted. That woman was a distraction, and we have no time with her. We have important time blazing here.
But you see, listen to Philip?
Yeah. Jesus. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, Christian, good afternoon again. Well done, my brother. But I move away just from the phone. I hope Mr. Philip Alexander, good afternoon, sir. I hope he spoke about why we were making all that money with the waterfront. Remember, the PNM is the same PNM in Patrick Mine. We were borrowing money and bringing workers to build that same waterfront. So what they were doing with the money from the oil and gas, that is on record. That is what had Dr. Rowley upset because money was borrowed to build most of these projects. While we had the boom with Mr. Manning, Mr. Manning had a boom while he was borrowing money and bringing workers from China. That is on the record, and I don't want me to ever forget. It's the same PNM and it's the same Dr. Rowley on record complaining about that behavior with the late Patrick Manning. So for that reason now, we need people to come and do an audit because the kind of money this country is owing right now, people might barely want to lend us anything, So right now we have to scrape up and lock up. I'm gone.
Thank you so much.
TC, you know what's shocking to me? That I had known but didn't know. You see, that $1.something billion that we give Tobago every year, but still paying the light bill and the water bill and everything, all the bills. So, and that come like two constituencies, like how to have Port of Spain East.
It's
Tobago East and Tobago West, and they getting $1 billion a year. We get, no constituency get that kind of money at all. Where that money going? Wow. And that was going on long time.
Long time.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. This is Juice again. Some of these people is as if they weren't living here for the past 9 years, going on 10 years. Right? What is going on? I mean, only see the shutdown petty train, the send on TSCT workers, the crash NGC, right? Assault, assault. I don't. The talk is that it belongs to the Chinese, right? We be going, we be going. And people want to come and talk about TC and Heavy mustn't talk. Why, Ole, please, give me a chance now, please. I'm begging all you. Do you understand? Go by who want to hear all you and leave you with this program. You understand? It's too much of foolishness this government doing, and they're breaking the law. They have an out of office. They should bear true faith to Trinidad and Tobago without fear of favor, malice, or ill will. And this comes to what it is, as I mentioned in that heavy. It's been a while now. What is the feedback you got on that thing I asked you about, right? Regarding towards the Constitution and these people are never in the oath of office that they break, right? Because at the end of the day, you can't swear to something and then go and break it. You understand? If I or you do that, we lost the work. You understand? But even worse, we might end up in jail. All right? So I need a little feedback. I would really appreciate that. Heavy. All right? Take care.
Yeah, fellas, good day. Pastor Google, when you come on radio, there's the kind of development you have to talk about. There's the kind of development we want to hear about. Nobody want to hear about Anel Roberts. Nobody want to hear about live sport. Live sport was 11 years ago, back in 2013. Prior to that, in 2014, Kamala come and she shut it down. Right? Live sport was 11 years ago. Nobody want to hear about live sport. You want to hear about development. What does your Prime Minister do to develop the country? That's what we want to hear about. And Pastor Google, don't feel nobody running down your program. I only listen to a piece of your program by accident today. By accident, I listen to a piece of your program. Have you know long time on TV that's something called Calypso Review? Well, them program come like Politics Review. Here and Juju program, them come like Politics Review. There's only thing from in the past them just be talking about right through.
TC, and there'll be some of the changes that we will experience very early in this country. We will experience an ease over the stress that Dr. Rowley and the PLM drop on this country. That's only coming off in the first 48 hours for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You see, this is why we had to come out and unite and move now, man. We went against an order from the man who had he employed with them, you know. The late Patrick Manning tell us that, you know, don't work with that man, you know. If certain people decide and breach that and carry this man to this distance and plunge this country into this tailspin, you know. But I want to tell you all, if you feel when the government change, we will experience anything like Dr. Rowley again. That will never happen in this country under the watch of certain activists and certain citizens in this country. But you see, those who stayed quiet and never raised a voice to Dr. Rowley, we don't want to hear all, you know. We don't want to hear you all saying nothing at all, you know, especially the media houses and them. You all must stay quiet, you know. Don't get involved in no argument of trying to bring down no government here again, because the kind of thing I see Dr. Rowley get away with in this country, you all lost all moral authority to speak on any issue once the PNM is out of office in this country. You feel me? This is what the PNM has to learn to live with and cope with. They will be removed from office. They will be removed. And that's a fact. TCN heavy again. Corruption. Listen, corruption. Listen this corruption. Listen this conflict of interest. I have on my phone, I have on my page, my Facebook page, a certain truck that does collect contracts from the state dropping off material that was shared all over social media. I have that on my page. That's a conflict of interest because you're getting contract from the state and you're trying to drop material on a location where the political party that control the country have a head office building. That is conflict of interest. All that is corruption. You know, this man is so corrupted that the man just that's a political stench on the treasury boy. You had to get rid of here and boot by. You had to move here and boot away from the treasury boy. You don't care what the people that want to talk about black man in both in charge of my country, and we're not settling for that. He had to go. He and only. Mr. Philip, good afternoon, sir. And don't forget, I'm looking to leave West Part here right now to go to the next location. But I hope to hear you when I listen back later. Your reply, I would like to hear you talk about the borrowing of the money to build the waterfront.
while we were making all that money, we were borrowing money and bringing workers to build the waterfront. Remember that. Always remember that. Always remember that, my brother. That is what the PNM did to us. So the money that we was making, that was the one stolen, and they put me in debt while we were making money.
Good afternoon, TC and every. Philip Alexander make a great point there when we did change the cotton notes to the polymer notes. How we sure that we get the same amount of polymer notes when everybody in Trinidad and Tobago carrying the cotton notes. I just draw an example, right? A small number. Let me just say 5,000 cotton notes that went in the bank in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, and 10,000 polymer notes come in. Who get out of 5,000 polymer notes? That went in somebody's pocket. Good afternoon, TC and every again. I want to congratulate you on this program here, man. Yeah, like how well you do it today. I want to later continue it. Yeah, try to get more people to come and talk the things like Karen Nunez come and hit with some talk and all too, because she have a wealth of information with the PNM and them. Yeah, bring she in, let her hit them PNM supporters hard.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yes, he asked about having an interview with Mr. Robert Amar.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to call Mr. Amar either later or sometime tomorrow.
And we have an interview with him.
If he can do an interview with us on Monday.
Yep.
I know he'd be honored to do that interview.
And next week, I'm trying to see if I get the opposition leader in an telephone interview also.
An interview as well?
Yeah.
All right. So we heading on the right track. We
Yeah.
want people that can bring the real.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, every.
Yes.
Every what time I said we are calling the Iraqis in the UNC. We have a program on Saturday. Let's sponsor that program, fully sponsored, and I can get people to interview from all the different political side of the fence.
All right.
She said we have people work, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Reach out safe, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. KFC.
As I said, I will try to get on to Mr. Amar, I believe tomorrow during the day.
You see, the people have been brainwashed so bad, TC.
Yeah.
Because I brainwashed?
No, not you.
You, not you, KFC. Come on, baby. KFC, bye-bye. You know, we are talking about you.
Yeah. That they didn't know how we could have been, where we could have been, TC, if we had the right people governing us. Right? Yeah. We were blessed with wealth and cursed with leadership. If you understand where I'm coming from, we were blessed with wealth, you know.
But cursed with
leadership. But cursed with leadership. Only a bunch of crooks just taking, and give who they want, and enrich who they want to get rich, and leave the people at the side. TC, I send you a link to go on YouTube and watch the video I send you on Qatar. Right? And you'll understand. The citizens in Qatar don't work.
Yeah, you said so.
They don't work. The money that the government make paying them. You understand? Yeah, we don't take, we see misquoted calls now, people.
Calls
yeah, we have to make it short and sweet. That we are out of time.
Caller, good evening. Caller, good evening.
Good evening, TC.
Yes.
I will make it short and sweet. And to interview Brian Manning. Then he comes to talk about the economy and call the heart. If he had the phone number for all the heart and the father, with all the cost overrun. And that is a tie-in with the Singapore model we're going to have today with the rapid rail. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heavy and TC, for another education, another show that you had again today. This time with Philip Edward Alexander. telling us all about what happened and what is going to happen to this country. If we keep on going down that road we're going down now, which is the road of no return. Thank you again, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. I'm seeing the Congress of the People would like to be interviewed as well, but we don't. Ryan, we wouldn't just come all over the place.
Yeah,
we will try to keep it as moderate as possible. You know, if they would like to be interviewed, then they would have to get in contact with us.
Yeah.
We're looking for vital information on what's going on with our economy.
We're not ready to talk until election, but we're not going to do party.
And the bacchanal, we never head down the bacchanal road of interviews. We're not on that.
We're really trying to get information and give you and educate people here right now.
Exactly.
TC and Heavy, good show, great interview. 10 out of 10 for this program. That lady calling all the names and telling me to go Dubai and live. It's wet, she does get wet when she here. She's a dry.
That is dry. Sorry, I sorry, but I dry.
Cola.
Yeah, good day. Very good program. What you should also try to do is like get Annie Roberts with that live sport and let them explain it exactly what is going on with that live sport. And also try and get this thing with this Vincent Nelson matter where they try to bribe the AG bribe with the type of bribe that go on to bribe the man for him to testify against General Ramdeen and them, that they were paying the lawyers too much money and all that, and clear up all these things, bring them in one by one and let the people understand. Because when Rowley say like not way only call us clapping, you understand? How much people really understand we went on with life sport? You had a youth man on the
we had interviewed Angela on that already, you know. Some months ago, Pastor really didn't hear that interview. And I cleared up the whole life sport situation. He really wasn't responsible.
Exactly. But Rowley still hitting it to these dummies and them life sport, life sport and the clapping and getting on. You understand?
We cannot continue to go in circles for people that will not want, that does not want to learn.
The thing you all did with bringing Philip Alexander, and he's had some very good ideas as well too. So you continue it, and your program going to the top, boy. 10 out of 10.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to say good afternoon to the foreign listeners. I want to say good afternoon to my good friend Brian out in upstate New York. Also to Miss Atlanta, Georgia, who called me yesterday. Mr. Ronto, we hear from you in a little bit. So, hope everything is going well with you. And I hear from Miss 6th Avenue. I hear from she in a bit, but she show you well.
But Miss 6th Avenue like she going down Bartaria. Like she going down Bartaria, boy.
So we try to call her again,
I feel Miss 6th Avenue going Bartaria.
Also, I'm a good partner from South. You know yourself, and you like it, you call, but you know what I'm talking about, and you look and listen.
I feel Miss 6th Avenue going Bartaria. You could say what you want. That is it, day. No more Miss 6th Avenue. She going down third.
She going down third?
Hey, you should have never said that. Yeah? You should have never heard Buju.
You should have never say that.
Oh, God. You should have never heard Buju.
I say I hear from you. What's up?
I will never go over Bartaria.
I know that when I'm pulling out. But you're listening and I can't defend that.
We good.
We okay.
How you going?
I tell you that. I enjoy the program every day, but I'm busy now with the catering thing I'm doing.
All right. You does cook nice food? You does cook nice food?
Of course, it's same and beautiful and nice. It's the same food as taste.
That is not fair that we taste your hand. You're dying good. That is not good.
I'm going to call you up soon.
You hook us up?
Yeah, I'm going to call you up soon.
All right, cool.
Heavy like your belly, man. Heavy like your belly.
All right, all you guys. Enjoy the night. I enjoy it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
President, good afternoon to you, TC, and Heavy, and the wider listening audience.
Yes, good afternoon.
TC and all, I really kind of sorry that I had to kind of burst the bubble really after the interview with Philippa, but really and truly, briefly, live sport was really a disaster for the country. When you hear about the intricacies and what went on, right, live sport did a lot and it damaged this country a lot and painted youth. So, I mean, a lot of people not aware.
Hold on, let me ask you something.
Were
you are wrong at the days at O'Halloran?
You see, O'Halloran is quite well.
Why you can't answer
the question? Because you made a statement.
You made a statement. Were you are wrong in the time of O'Halloran?
Actually, that time is a way back for me, but
still
live
that
sport.
damage our economy. Still that damage our economy.
Worse than live sport.
Worse than live sport.
There are many other things that damage the economy worse than
let's stick on live sport. When there was things that was damaging this country.
Worse than live sport.
Why are they so biased?
But you see, remember, is what came out of it, you see. A lot of people lost their lives, it had people in prison, and I mean, it's a lot of things. So I believe some of the people who are not aware, and, you know, they still have wool over their eyes.
Stop lying and selling dreams on radio.
Right now, you just regurgitating from it. Nothing come out of life sport. All come out of life sport. Your school get some money, and he wanted to get back his money, and he said he get any money already. They all.
Yeah, nothing never come. How Arnold Robert never make a jail for live sport? All they stop doing that. Stop doing that. All they know it's a bigger corruption and all they stick on this live sport.
That's beating at their horse, yeah.
O'Halloran do damage to this country, but all they ain't talking that.
No.
How will they forget that?
That really was a situation, and it had things in it, right?
What? You're not even saying what things that have in it.
From what I understand, while growing up, from a young...
I would like to entertain you, but we only have a minute and a half.
No, he comes to trophy vibes this evening.
You come here with misinformation to talk about life sport.
You don't even understand.
It had about 20,000 things happened before that.
And life just money is more money, you know?
The Prime Minister who run this country in the early days, daughter could have come and lend back this country money. She said, listen, all they want money, I could give all they find nothing wrong in that. Them is information that I learned right here on the radio.
Yeah.
Right, but you come to talk about live sport? Eh?
And talking about that damaging country.
And talk about that damaging country?
1 million something.
Taxing the airs off how we right now. That damaging the country. The race gas how much time? That damaging the country.
The amount of murders right now. It's damaging the country now.
The cost of living going up over 100%.
That ain't damaging the country. No, life sport damaging the country.
Man, take that contribution and haul. I vex at the end.
Anyway, we gotta go.
Your boxers wet.
We gotta go, TC. Until tomorrow, we'll be back here same time, same place. The future of Talkers Out. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
You're nasty, man. Dirty freak. You have a different kind of heat in the back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. If you want greater respect from your bankers, bosses, those in authority, then words matter. If you want more productive business relationships with co-workers, customers, or clients, then join Dr. Madonna on the Street 919 FM every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter. Communication for joyful workplaces. Dr. Madonna will help you unlock the secret power of words for your financial relationship and physical well-being. Whether you work at home, on the road, or in an organization, join Dr. Madonna every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter. Communication for joyful workplaces.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but it's happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Shamflow, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Jazz and wine, or is it beyond jazz and wine? Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Center stage, the queen amongst the kings, powerhouse vocalist Mauricia Kagan, saxophone specialist Malcolm Boyce, versatile and captivating Siggy Rankin, pianist extraordinaire Dane Gulston with his band live, Sweet Bread, and the chosen one, Ja Melody, will get you off your seats. This event is definitely beyond jazz and wine. Experience this musical journey at the enchanting outdoor garden theater at Queen's Hall. Transform into an oasis fit for kings and queens. Sunday, May 5th, 4 p.m. Limited early bird tickets available at Java Nation, Queens Park East, and online at islandetickets.com or call 737-2373. Jazz and wine. Experience the sweetness over and over again. You've been waiting for this redemption. The way forward. The elevation of consciousness. Solid as a rock. June 1st, 2024. Concert Capital. Queen's Park, Savannah, Trinidad. Redemption. We present Sizzla Kalonji. Sizzla. Global reggae powerhouse, Steel Pulse. Christopher Martin. Collie Buds.